Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers, after having had their funeral for Walter, determined that it was time to earn some money. But before that, Bruce quickly decided that he was going to take Aaron Jr. and Charlie under his wings and teach them how to survive in this cruel, cruel world. Hijinks ensued. After the funeral, they prepared themselves the next morning and headed down towards San Mateo, is what I believe I said, looking for basilisks that had been turning wayward folk into stone statues. After a little bit of trekking through the woods, meeting a strange elf that disguised himself as stone, they made their way to the den of the basilisks. There they saw a number of statues. Some appeared to be drow, contractor, marshals. A strange scene displayed before them. As they tried to sneak up on some of these creatures that they saw sleeping, they were caught, and combat ensued. Creatures were verily slain, and then after that they went in to the cave to loot and found some interesting little magic items and trinkets, as well as returning to non-petrificationness a dragonborn by the name of Phoenix, a silly little man who had somehow managed to turn a Cambion to stone. He still doesn't know how he did it. And then after that, Jarvis harvested some creatures, and it was at that moment that Bruce came to the group, and he told them how he had gotten a secret message through his mindscape by way of magic, that his sister was in trouble and needed assistance, and that he was going to be departing for Glacier Break. As Jarvis continued to harvest the creatures, Bruce snuck off behind a bush and failed to draw the teleportation circle multiple times until finally he succeeded and disappeared. And that's about where we're going to pick up. I also just realized that the bot did not play any music at all. Cool. Thank you, bot. Fucking useless. All right. So Jarvis, I think I told you. 12. Yeah, you do have 12. And I don't think you guys have unpetrified any of the rest of these
No,
guys.
we're gonna tell the church about this place so they can deal with it.
Yeah.
I offered to make more things, but
Marcus
Padre, Marcus can't do it.
Yeah, because he only has the 1/5 level.
Here's where
get it up
enter and
again
learn
that
I'm
quick.
completely made of stone.
Are you guys gonna like look for anything else in this area, or?
Well, we already looted what could be looted from the stone bodies.
Did we get the heads from the creatures?
Oh yeah, we got to bring something back.
I will say that Jarvis was able to do that in the process of also.
As I'm just holding one of their heads.
Oh, it's a big old head.
Yeah, it's quite a large head. It's like watermelon sized, I'd imagine.
All right, maybe we just take one.
I'm gonna take back. We can take back all of them because we're being paid by the head.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's proof that we killed something more than just.
Oh yeah, we could be like, hey, this ain't a fucking basilisk. Give us more money. How about that?
Probably should take all the heads.
That is a path we can go. Is anyone willing to make that argument with them?
Yeah.
I mean, the contract was to kill basilisks. These are not basilisks. I'm pretty sure it'll not even be an argument. They'll just be an
Yeah, it would have been a different fucking job.
Or maybe they'll say that we just didn't do the job we set out for.
Now that's bullshit.
We're also giving a guy who is
that sounds pretty unfair.
Back, so he could potentially vouch for us.
Oh no, am I dead?
No, we can hear you.
And the game, what is the little winging halo on my symbol? I was completely absent last week.
We are not. It was blessed, but we're not blessed anymore.
Gotcha. You can take center. You can remove my Direct control over center.
I will remove direct control. I also have to do it for Marcus.
Direct control. How
Well,
dare?
I play Marcus.
Tom is here.
Oh, he. Oh,
Tom's here.
I didn't even hear his voice. I apologize.
He is here.
He's
He is
muted.
just not
Oh,
in
I
the
haven't.
Roll20.
Interesting.
It's going to be hard for him to play his character if he's not in the Roll20.
Or telling us how he wants it to be.
Well,
We gotta
Tom,
kill him.
what do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, Tom. I swear to God, if he's not here, I'm actually going to destroy him.
Is he shit sing?
I don't know.
He
And
did.
you can't-
Didn't
and
you
you
say that
can't,
earlier, or was that Dylan?
Whoop him in the balls, can
Dylan.
you?
Oh. I knew that.
Could just add him. I'm curious to see if he's going to be in existence here.
Watch, he'll say, I've always been here.
Be like, yeah, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good one, bud. I almost believed it, too. Alright.
Am I able to
God,
remove
I see
these?
Harbinger. Fuck out of here.
Am I able to remove these from myself? Oh, I can.
Oh, the little thing. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, once I put them on, I kind of like forget to take them off sometimes. Take the bless off of Marcus as well.
Put a curse on him because he's not here.
But yeah, he's been cursed with
The
Now he's
ligma.
a statue. Yeah, ligma. He has ligma.
He's actually been deafened. Can't hear that we're even talking to him. Can't believe Marcus lost his hearing.
That'd be great.
It's one of the side effects of ligma, actually.
it's an awful disease that affects us
awful.
all.
Awful disease.
Oh, he's typing.
When someone uses their wish to cast a permanent silence that
finish.
follows you around.
I hate when people cast a permanent silence that follows me around.
All right, so I'll just say then that since you don't possess the means, I believe, to unpetrify anyone else, and you said that you were going to tell the church that you take. Are you taking all of the creature's heads or only one?
All to prove that we killed things that weren't basilisks.
Okay. God, I'm trying to think how big a melon like that would weigh. Probably like, I don't know, 20 pounds or something like that.
Melon.
Walter and
You've
Ed
got
could
one.
probably carry all of the heads.
Yeah. We have to fucking stack them.
Yeah, I can hold my shield like it's a tray.
Oh my
I have my
God.
bag I have
Much-
my
I
bag
can make one of them dance in front of us for a few hours.
You do, but do you? Well, actually, you know what? No, Jarvis has multiple chests of preserving inside of his bag
Yeah.
of holding. So
You forget that I like the harvest shit.
Would that
no,
work?
I haven't forgotten that you like to harvest shit. I was just gonna make a comment about how it probably smells uber rank inside of the bag, but since you're putting them in a chest that stops them from becoming rank, probably not. It probably just smells like a meat locker in there.
Mm. Walk-in freezer.
Yeah, walk-in freezer smell. My favorite. There's like a slight cheese odor to it, and you're not sure where that's coming from. It's like, oh yeah, there was like this cave troll. I took his toe.
Fucking bacteria getting there. What the fuck?
No, not the yerms.
Not the yerms, but yeah, I'll say you could very easily take a couple of these heads and put them in the chests if you wanted to.
I will make sure to put them in a sack first, then put them in the bag.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say because
Oh,
if you're putting them in
easy.
the chest is like 2.5 by 1.5 by 1, so you could
have
probably
4 of
fit like 2 of them. Right. No, so 2 of them side by side. You could fit all of them in there, yeah, reasonably, because I think you've sold all of your other previous pieces that needed to be kept preserved for harvesting.
No, I got some other parts.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you could fit like 4 of them in 2 of the chests, and then the other 2 you'd have to like throw them in a sack and throw them in the bag.
Yeah, I still have some lightning bird parts.
Right. Yep. You do.
Oh, bird parts.
So I'll
Along
say
with a bunch of succubus blood and eyes.
you did also take their eyeballs.
Yeah, something
They
that
did
Walter
not
voiced
make
his
me-
discomfort about because they're so
I was
humanoid.
angry at them.
I was very angry. She started
He
talking
wasn't
to me.
angry. He was just uncomfortable because they looked so human.
No, he was saying Jarvis was angry.
Oh, Jarvis was angry. Okay.
Yeah. He was angry because a woman tried to speak to him while he was drinking his mulled wine.
Don't you
I'm-
see?
The
Don't you see,
audacity.
winch?
So I'll see you guys. I'm just gonna move you back over to the the San Francisco map for now, since you're gonna be there soon anyway. You find your way back out of the forest easily enough in a less roundabout fashion, just simply kind of following, like, you've recognized the tracks before and you're able to follow their trail back out. You don't see the weird elf guy anywhere, but you think at one point or another you hear something moving in a bush, and it may or may not be him, but nothing like happens. You don't get like attacked or anything
If
like
we
that.
think it's him, I'll shout out, "The things are dead. You don't have to pretend to be stone anymore."
Yeah, we did it.
You would hear from the bush, "I'm not here. I'm stone."
You want to get real
Well, it's his
stoned?
loss.
Wow, he's committed.
It's just he's part of it.
He's committed
he's
to
in
the
it.
bit.
You find your way back out to the side of the road, and easily enough, Kothor has not wandered very far. He's just been kind of lightly grazing, and I believe you said you left Pip and Helfrine back with the cart.
Mhm.
Yeah, they have nothing to report, and they would have reported had they seen anything. You guys
Pip and
load back
Helfrich
up
have been
in.
massaging Kothar's head.
Very well. He appreciates it. He's just kind of like making like these like low moans that sound to be happy while he chews his grass.
All right, buddy, back home.
And then he'll turn around and lumber back over towards the cart so that you can hook the lead sort of device back up to him so that he can start pulling again.
Ooh, I just thought of a new thing I can make for Ed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goody.
An amulet that lets him speak with animals,
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
just so he can talk to Kothar.
that would be interesting.
It'd be wholesome as fuck.
Yes, it would be. So you guys turn around, start heading back towards San Fran. It's later in the day, but you think that if you just kind of straight on through, you'll make it about an hour after sunset, easily enough. So as you go along, you do see, as you get closer to the city, a couple of like little carriages going by, but nothing like deliveries or anything like that from before. You get like the occasional wave from the cart drivers, and you do a little bit after sunset make your way back to Granny's.
You live, Granny?
Of course, I'm alive. I'm as chipper as the day I was born.
Breaks hip in the process of talking.
No.
Don't even suggest that. Walter will kill you for meting that into existence.
Oh, I didn't make a super big dinner. I wasn't sure if you were gonna be back, so I only just made enough for Aaron Jr., Charlie, myself, and the gentleman,
Yeah, we can
which I believe
go
they're
out for
leaving
dinner. It's fine.
tomorrow.
Yeah, let's fucking go out. Find a good place.
Plus, we have to turn in a bunch of heads before they start going bad.
Oh yeah, fucking heads.
And Jarvis just starts thinking out loud. I wonder if they're edible.
The heads? No, we're
No, we need money.
No, afterwards.
anything
gonna
with
let us
edible,
keep it?
if you're brave enough.
A lot of bone in there.
Actually, everything's edible at least once.
Unless
At
it's
least
too
once.
big.
That's true, isn't it?
Lava's edible.
Once though.
Yeah. After you've consumed it, well, good luck trying to eat it again or anything else.
All right, let's
We're
go straight to the Hunters Association.
Okay. So you
Looks like
guys,
red dragon rinsing their mouth out with magma.
you guys head into the city proper, and about like 45-ish minutes later to an hour, you make your way up to the more northern end and head on into the Hunters Association HQ here. Or you would see there's a couple of adventurers sort of around the bar. No like really distinct groups, just kind of like, like little groups of like ones and twos here. You would see your dragonborn friend Phoenix telling his story to the bartender, who seems incredibly disinterested, as a heavily intoxicated Bill Arkwright is just kind of looking over and like kind of half listening and occasionally nodding like, oh, okay, he did good for himself, and then like getting like these looks of displeasure where like, oh, like almost as if like he would have done something different there, but he doesn't want to voice it out loud.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm kind of. Wait, we have not been here before, so where's the turn-in spot?
The seeing you guys come in, the bartender will be like, well, what can I get for you folk?
Turning in a bounty and have some choice words about said bounty.
Oh, you want Bill? Bill,
Yeah, Bill, where you at?
sober up.
Is he a science guy?
I want to see this Bill fellow.
You've seen Bill before. It's literally the icon that's right.
He's the drunk guy.
Walter ripped into him.
Yeah. Bill kind of like widens his eyes a little bit and like shakes his head. And oh, it's you guys.
Yep.
So, did you kill the thing?
It wasn't a basilisk. It was multiple fiendish things, but they're dead. We can bring out the heads.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Take out a chest, and a chest from the bag, and open it up and pop out the heads.
And the sack. Don't forget the sack.
Forget the sack.
Oh, those are. He kind of like he seemingly like sobers up a bit, and he brings one over, kind of like sliding it across the countertop, and you see the bartender roll his eyes and like kind of mouth to himself, I have to fucking clean that later. As he starts
Yeah. Oh, come on now. On the bar, really?
I don't worry about it.
I drained these beforehand.
They're
Yeah,
getting
you
a
drained
little,
them.
well,
They're
getting a
still they're
a little
So,
saggy.
it's not completely empty.
Yeah, they're sagging a bit.
But he's just like, this. Hold on, and he like pulls out of his like side satchel like a small like handbook, and he starts like thumbing through it, and you
Monster
see
Manual 5e.
No,
It's actually full of those guide to monsters.
you see actually what seems to be the best way to describe it, it's almost like Arthur Morgan's like illustrations of animals in his personal journal, but with like an entry right next to it as specifically like what the species is and like identifying factors. But yeah, definitely like a bestiary of some sorts, very close to Monster Manual 5e. And eventually like he gets to a page where like Basilisk is, and he looks at it and he looks at that, and he's like looking back and forth, and thumbs through a few more until eventually he gets to one that looks very much akin to the creatures that you fought, and it does say Lipalisk up at the top, and he starts reading through and he goes, oh yeah, infernal indicators, larger incisors,
And you may notice that their teeth are gone. Those are mine now.
that's fine.
Why did you say that so threateningly?
Split
I
tongue.
didn't want
Oh, yeah.
to make any assumptions.
These are Lipalisks. Looks like 2 elders and 4 adults. Yeah, these are definitely more than basilisks.
What's the adjusted bounty on that?
Let me start calculating. He pulls like an abacus out of the satchel.
Yeah. Take some
I'll say, yeah, I
Let's
quick
go.
buffs.
was prepped for playing peekaboo with these things, try not to get bit.
Yeah, well, they're interesting to say the least. I'm surprised that they were the culprit. They didn't happen to have any sort of infernal handler.
They did, but the Cambion was turned to stone.
Yeah, they betrayed her.
Yeah, Dragonborn that we rescued managed to trick them into biting her, but just before they bit him.
How you doing there, buddy?
That Dragonborn over there.
They say, "Hi, hey guys."
Oh wow, you made it here.
We gave him a ride.
That's great.
I mean, when we first got into the bar, that's who.
Well, he
Dylan said
didn't
was here.
show up to Granny's place.
He didn't. No. He would have gotten out like once you got to the limits to not go to Granny's with you, but it just made his
Wow,
way here.
funny we ran into you. Wow.
You told me that people would appreciate the story and maybe give me free drinks, and they have. But then those people left, and now no one else wants to give me free drinks. So I've just kind of been repeating the story to this guy, and the bartender just like looks at you like, "This is your fault."
Hey, all right, I can solve this.
Hey,
So, all right, tell you. All right. Hold on, let me tell you something. So, the bar that you just walked into is a bunch of people here have already gotten their share of monster slaying stories. So, if you take it to a bar of normal people, then maybe you'll have better luck.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna put down
the-
a platinum and just say cover his drinks for the rest of the night.
Yeah, the Weenie Hut Junior down the street would be perfect for the stories.
Weenie Hut Junior.
Damn, I want to go to Weenie Hut Jr.
I mean, I
No,
guess I
think-
could go
think-
there.
Weenie Hut
I think
Jr.
you meant the
sounds pretty
Weenie
good
Hut
right now.
General.
Weenie Hut General.
At the hospital.
Weenie Hut Express.
Talking about the one next to it. Super Weenie Hut Jr.
But yeah, so he'll just he seems like a little down, but he's thinking about it as to whether or not he'll leave here and try to go somewhere else. But you said you put down a platinum for his drinks for the night?
Yep.
All right, yeah. Then the bartender will like pour him another drink and slide it over, and he goes, "Oh!" And then he just starts drinking, and he decides to stay.
All right, well, I tried. I really did.
The bartender just kind of like shrugs, like he's had to deal with stuff like this before. He'll put up with it.
Say what you will about Winnie Hunt Jr., but they put rum in their ice cream.
Oh yeah, they go
No.
hard when you have
No.
Junior.
That wasn't Weenie Hut Junior. That was Goofy Goobers.
Goofy Goobers, my bad.
Oh yeah,
Goober.
Goofy Goober. After Bill finishes his calculations, he'll go. Definitely a lot more than the bounty here. We're looking at about adjusted difficulty. For the creatures alone, 2,300.
Holy
But-
shit!
As a way of apologizing for not looking into this a little bit more thoroughly, I'll add on an extra 200, so 2,500 even.
Cool.
That's better than we would have bargained for. Now, question. So I can't read, and Ed will take out one of the posters. But I can count a little bit. So that's a star, and that one's 2 stars, and that one's 3 stars, right?
So the difficulty of the hunt should have been...
But that's the right amount of stars for each of
yes.
those.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're...
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Still got it.
I wasn't sure what you were asking at first there, but yes. Hold on,
Jump
let
it.
me- Hunters Association hunts.
Fuck yeah. I can
The
still
basilisk was
count to
supposed
3.
to be a 1-star, but a pack of these, honestly, is 2 pushing 3, depending on pack size. I have a question. Did you happen to find a nest by any chance?
Yes, we smashed the eggs.
That is incredibly unfortunate.
We
Well,
also found a pool of water that turns things into stone,
oh fuck,
if
yeah,
that's
we did.
important.
That's probably their water source. Their venom leaks out from time to time and can corrupt water sources that they drink from. Is it controlled? Was it a river, or you said just a pool?
It seemed to be
It
a
was a
spring.
It was
pool.
like
Yeah,
a-
it was standing
It
water.
looked like a pool, but it was in a cave, so those can sometimes be a lot deeper than you think they are.
I
Right.
was planning on going for a quick swim just to see how deep it goes, but as soon as I stuck my finger in it, it started turning to stone. So
Good thing
decided
you
Yeah,
to
got
well,
it.
that was a close call.
So these.
Yeah, we might have had to have a second funeral for you.
Hey,
So 2 things. One, if you had brought any eggs, I would have paid you a lot of money for them. These things make excellent mounts if you train them from birth. They're surprisingly loyal to whoever trains them and tend to listen to, their rider.
If you have any gripes about smashed eggs, talk to Jarvis. He's the one that did it.
I
You know
told
that.
you we could have raised them,
Just
just
suck
like
the
Aaron
eggs that we
Jr.
smashed.
Come on,
You
Jarvis.
didn't
Man,
know
we-
what you had, so I don't blame you.
I told you.
hey, we have enough parenting to do without one of them babies. So, you know.
And as for the water, if it's a spring source, I'll end up sending someone out to survey and see exactly what the situation is. Hopefully, it hasn't poisoned any nearby water supplies. But if it's just a single source, no leaking out, we could probably use the liquid for something. But definitely analyzing it at the least, studying it, seeing what it can do.
Not only is there a petrified Cambion there, there's also 2 petrified marshals and a petrified contractor. We were going to let the Church of the Reckoning know about them so they can send someone out to help them.
And some drow in the.
And drow too. Oh,
Yes.
elves. We wouldn't know they're drow.
Oh, yeah, elves.
Strange. I'll get together a small survey team and send them over to the church to collaborate with them. See if we can figure out what's going on with that.
I want to loop the marshals in on it too, considering how 2 of their own are there.
Hey, Ed, can I see that paper?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just and weird a name caught his eye because he's never seen the name before. What the fuck is a Harptanon?
I
Hurrah.
actually don't remember. Harapnon. Let me see.
10,000 gold. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I mean, some of the other names on here seem familiar. Or
Let
at least
me.
Vampire dragon? Is that a vampire dragon?
Yeah, we had fucking cat dragons or something.
I'm not finding anything for that. That's It keeps wanting to correct to Hampton 5e.
Hmm.
That one might be a Grim Hollow one. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, some of these Vampire Drake, yeah, those things are a bit difficult to deal with. Yeah.
Google tells me it is indeed a Grimhall thing.
Okay.
I'll check out what that is, so I at least have a visual of what it looks like.
Don't look at the stats or I'll kill you.
No, I just want to know.
Don't look at the stat book.
So let's see here. I want to check something in my own notes here as for how to proceed with this. Give me a moment.
It's worth more than a Baylor, which is terrifying.
Yeah, I mean a Baylor's a CR19, so I feel like that thing's got to be.
It's I saw what CR it is. It's CR 18.
It must be able to do something worse.
Worse.
There's
So
my
that
Wild
makes
West duck.
Balrogs look half as scary.
I guess I don't know. I didn't make the hunters one. I made the marshals one.
Yep.
But I trust that they are reasonable fights for their level. Let's see. Technically, you fought. Those things were a mix of the elders were CR6s and the regular ones were CR3s, which means that you took on something more than a 1-star hunt, which is a 2-star. You guys joined in at the initiate rank.
No, we're level 1.
Right. Let's see.
I'm not a member, for if that matters.
Right.
Yeah,
So
this was supposed to be Aaron's initiate thing.
So you
Aaron's
guys,
dead.
so you joined the association as a cadet, and then completing either. Let's see here. Let me check my notes. Either 1-star hunts or. Oh no, sorry, not 1-1. 3 1-star hunts or 1 2-star bumps you up. So technically, you guys would be considered like actual just hunters now, which affords you
More free booze.
there's a discount thing. Let me look. Sorry, because
Instead of
it's not all
5,000
together.
gold, it might be even less now. Yay!
You have a 5% discount on any of the services that they afford you. The main HQ, the food and drink there is free. That's like the draw. This one, you do have to pay for your food and drink here because it's not the main one.
Running
But
costs and all.
they do sell. They do offer other services. So as of right now, you would end up. So yeah. So essentially, what he would do is he would ask you all for your badges. Those of you that have them, as well as producing a badge for Jarvis Center and Mary, and he would. Oh no, I think he gave you guys badges, right? Just starting out, like he gave you the little.
He gave Jarvis and Center and Aaron the starting out. Mary does not have one.
Mary doesn't have one. So yeah, so he would take all of you that had badges, your badges, and essentially like pull out this little. It almost looks like a what's the term for it? The thing that they use is just a seal, like a seal for like a wax seal. But when he presses it into the back of it, you watch as like it sort of like magically slightly lights up, and your rank goes up by like
Whoa.
1.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
And
I believe
like
the
the
badge
logo
expands, right? Because it's something that like it's like a modular badge that you can add different parts onto it. If I recall from way back when.
I think so. I think the whole idea was that the logo gets like a little bit more prolific as it goes up. So like the initial one is their base logo, which I never finalized it, but it was something like a dragon skull with I think like spears or swords crossed behind it or something like that. So now you would have that, except it's gotten bigger, and now there's like a laurel wreath wrapping around the bottom, like around the logo.
That's freaking cool.
Is what I will say for now. But he'll look over at Mary since you didn't produce one, and he's just like, "Did you participate in the hunt?"
I did. I don't know if I'm a member. I don't know a lot about what I've done.
She might be the initiate that applied with us a few days ago. but might not be. We don't know.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Name
I
and
have
badge number.
amnesia.
Or well, if you don't know if you have a badge number, just give me what's your name,
Mary?
last name.
I don't know. I have amnesia.
Okay. All right. He'll put the monster manual book away and pull out another one, which I think you previously saw him pull this one out to check like your guys' candidacy, and he starts like thumbing through, and he starts going through like the Austin section first, which is like the longest one by far, with like about 500 plus numbers until eventually he gets to like the next section over, and he's like, okay, all right, Texas,
Yeah.
California, and then he starts going through the ones here, and no Mary.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here. I was with them for the hunt, though.
Would you like to join?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Normally I'm not supposed to do this, but Bennett's not around, so I don't care. He'll pull a fresh badge out. Jarvis? What's the number I have for your badge?
He never gave me a hunter's badge number. He gave me a marshal badge number.
You didn't give the numbers, so last time we were here.
Yeah, we never got numbers for our Hunters Association badges. Just the marshals
And the school.
and the
There was
school.
numbers at the school as well.
I thought I gave badge numbers. Oh, maybe there wasn't supposed to be for the Hunters Association.
Let me
Okay.
look at Lane. I can tell you.
Does it just
Yeah.
have
I
our
can
name
write
on
down
it?
all those
Sure.
numbers.
Yeah, it would probably just have your name on the back then, and then your rank on the front, if that's the case.
Before he puts the book fully away, the monster manual one, I was to look over and say, a copy of that?
Not for. Actually, no, you're technically a hunter now. Yeah, I can get you a copy.
That would be awesome.
Mary.
I
Aaron
can't
had-
confirm there was no name. There was no number for the hunters. But Lane did drink Lukukarach's blood, which I forgot.
Oh yeah, you
Uh,
did.
Sorry.
We're the Bulwark group, right?
What? The
Bulwark
Bulwark
group,
was they're another group within the Hunters Association that you guys had made friends with a while back.
right? Why did I put that in my inventory then? What the fuck?
Oh, they might have when they were first like meeting you. I think I remember I said they might have given you like a pin because you had walked up to them on
Oh,
your
it's a
own.
fucking card. It's a card. Okay,
Oh, it's a card. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause they gave me a card. It was like, hey, listen, if you ever in trouble or need any help, just let us know.
Yes. Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I don't think you were initially with the group when you approached them, so they assumed that you were a lone adventurer, and they may or may not have been trying to recruit you.
Oh
So-
yeah, I don't have like anything for the Hunters Association.
Okay, so then it doesn't have a number, and that's my bad. But I know that the marshal badge numbers are supposed to, and they all should. And if I haven't given you a number, let me know, and I can fix that. And I know that there's a registration number that counts as your student ID number for the college.
I do have those two.
Okay.
I need this. Wait, does Mary have? Yeah, Mary needs the student ID number.
Did he let you
Oh,
register?
no, Mary didn't join. That's right.
Yeah.
She was immediately kicked out.
Yes. So, all right. So he'll just give you one, and he'll just have it say Mary on the back, and then he hands it over to you, and he's just like, "All right, well, looks like you're all officially hunters, no longer in your cadet trial phase, which means if you're looking to take on any future hunts, they do get updated. Probably haven't been updated here in a while, at the very least. You are now capable of taking on certain, but not all, 3 stars. However, mainly we would hope that you take on 2-star challenges, hunts. You could still do 1 stars, but if you want to progress to the next rank, try to go for 3. If you can get 5 3-stars done, they bump you up to the next one, which makes you eligible to become a hunt master, which means that
Ooh,
potentially. Oh yes, potentially. Not only do you unlock more discounts and services that aren't available to our regular run-of-the-mill hunters, you could, if there were a location that doesn't have a branch yet, potentially become a branch head. Next rank up after that, though, is a chairman, and you got to do some crazy stuff. Only chairmen can take on 5-star hunts, and hunt masters are the only ones that can take on 4-star hunts.
Question. There's a slow lumbering monster approaching Austin that is not quite yet a contract. It probably will be in the coming days, but we've been specifically asked by the president of Texas to go after it. Do you have any information on that thing?
Unfortunately, out here, no. This is the first I'm hearing of it. HQ will probably be able to tell you something, but this is kind of the boonies. I mean, we're in a city, sure, but compared to, the everything else, we're kind of very detached, other side of the country and all that,
Yeah.
But that's good, though. It's good. Depending on the difficulty of that, it might count towards your progression. The main HQ has mounts. That's why I was asking you about the eggs. You'll be able to purchase specific mounts at certain ranks, and, more useful than a standard horse.
Oh, we got an ankylosaur. We don't need anything else.
Oh, well,
yeah.
sounds like you're set then.
Plus, I think Kothar might get jealous if we get another thing.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't fucking raise that.
No, we would never. But if
No,
we did, I feel like he would get jealous.
However,
Yeah, maybe, but not that we would anyway. So,
We get a second ankylosaur.
Well, now we're talking.
You get your friend or girlfriend or something like that, huh?
Or boyfriend. We don't know which way he swings. Preferably towards the enemy.
Yeah,
Preferably towards
with his club tail.
Yeah, well, let me get that money for you. And he will get up from the bar and head into a back room where you hear...
He's gone into the back rooms?
Some stumbling, the occasional curse,
back rooms.
and the clattering of coins as it sounds like he spilled a shit ton on the wooden floor.
We never saw him again.
Some scraping noises until eventually he comes
by the
out
coin demon.
and he hands whichever one of you is closest. Probably Ed. He'll hand you the big old bag full of gold coins. He's like 2,500.
Wow, big bag.
No.
Half of.
So one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Now, I have a question for everyone.
Yes, I'll take all of it.
No.
No.
Split this evenly, or do we give it all to Walter?
I mean, usually we split it evenly, but I do need 5,000 gold for my new weapon. I'm hoping we can earn a bit more money at the base in Austin first. Because we do have some time before that monster gets to Austin.
Okay, I just want to look at the info. What the hell is this thing?
Hey,
So-
quick question.
Oh,
The fiery, flamey haired guy, did he go with you to do the hunt?
Yes, he had to leave after the hunt due to personal emergency.
Okay, what's his name again?
Bruce Summers.
Bruce Summers.
Bruce Summers.
All right, I'll send a letter
Bruce
to
Summers.
Bennett and let him know that he's eligible for a promotion, so the next time he's in Austin, he can get his badge upgraded.
Nice.
Oh fuck, Bennett's the guy that I met when we were like fixing up
You did.
in
yeah.
Austin, right?
The CEO of the Hunters Association.
Not Ed's MILF, but
No, not the
No.
MILF, but the guy who was like very like the golden twink.
Yeah. Bennett Crowley. He's an 18-year-old half elf. You
Not-
don't know how this guy founded this, but they say he's like a literal fucking legend.
Yeah.
A relic.
All right. Interesting.
Sorry, he's 18, but he's a relic.
Truly a relic of the time.
Naturally.
That feeling when you notice a key plot point that was forgotten on one of your old character sheets. The character isn't here anymore.
He's coming.
Rip.
Wait, which one? DM me real quick.
I'm gonna copy and paste exactly what's on my character sheet to you. Nelson.
Yeah. Do that. Because I don't know which character you're talking about, so just.
Probably Lane.
I feel like it's Lane. Yeah.
No,
but-
it's Aaron's sheet.
Oh, okay.
I was still seeing if there was numbers on the other things on my other sheets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one, yeah. Very good.
We'll never know.
You'll never know. So for Marius? No. He's giving all of you Hunter.
Okay.
Because you participated in a hunt that was beyond the means of what would be considered a cadet.
Let's just not tell anyone that you skipped cadet entirely.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Look. Bennett trusts my judgment.
Good.
At least I hope he still does. I haven't spoken to him in a while. I mean, I am a hunt master after all, though. I mean, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, word of advice. If you ever plan on going for a chairman position, right? Oh yeah, sorry. CEO is not the right term. Bennett is the head chairman. If you ever go for a chairman position, do not, and I mean do not, get Wild Bill as your challenger. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Wild Bill.
What do you mean challenger?
You have to go through a special process. We're not technically supposed to, make this known. But when you move from hunt master to chairman, you have to participate in a 4-star hunt against a chairman. All right? Bill does not like, and I know, yes, I'm Bill too, but Wild Bill does not like new folk becoming chairman. All right? And especially if a bunch of you are gunning for the position, he's going to do everything he can to sabotage you.
See, the reason why you're telling us this feels like inevitably we're going to have to face Wild Bill, just for cosmic story reasons.
That sounds silly.
Yeah, that
Come
sounds
on.
absolutely
Come on.
ridiculous. How dare you call me out like that?
Yeah, okay, main character syndrome, kid.
I think-
Cool your fucking
Yeah.
jets.
Bruce
Telling us
had.
this. Of course, we're not gonna face that.
Is his full name Wild Bill Hitchcock?
Can't believe Beck is metagaming.
Hold on, now I gotta check my notes.
Because
I
that
can't
was-
make a meta
Oh.
joke.
No, you can make a meta joke. I don't remember if it was supposed to be Wild Bill Hickok or if it was supposed to be the other Wild Bill. Because there's two Wild
How many
Bills.
bills are there?
Many such bills.
Well,
There's a
so
lot
this
That's a lot
guy-
of pills.
This guy, his name is actually William Arkwright. William J. Arkwright is his full name. He gets called Bill, though, because it's simpler. And also, he's a fucking drunk. Who's going to be like, oh, William? No, you're going to call him fucking Bill, all right? Let's be real here.
Obviously.
Wild Bill, though, is Wild Bill. Give me a second here. Where the fuck is this? It's under Marshall. No, not Marshall's. Oops, silly me. Hunters Association. It is, in fact, Wild Bill Hickok.
Oh,
That's incredible.
can I see if Jarvis
Possible.
knows who that is?
Possible American history reference.
Sure. Yeah, you can make a history check.
Thank you.
I will say, though, okay,
Do not include that bless or guidance. However that is.
that's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
So outside of outside knowledge here, he would have earned his initial renown from when he was in the Union Army, because he was first a member of Jimmy Lane's brigade, and then later on he ended up becoming a marshal, and then eventually died in Deadwood. But what do you call it? You would what?
Isn't he a gunslinger type?
Oh yeah. He
James
is
Butler
one of
Hickok?
the most Butler Hickok? No. Oh
James
yeah.
Butler
Well,
Hickok,
yeah. James Butler
also known
Hickok,
as
yeah.
Wild Bill.
Yeah, Wild Bill Hickok. Yeah. But he at this point would have been known that during like the first 5 years of the war, ridiculously crazy prolific gunslinger. And then when his term of service was up, he left the army and decided to join up with the Hunters Association because he felt he wasn't helping folks, and he was like not appreciating having to kill people all the time. He is still just as prolific of a gunslinger, and many people have challenged him, but his main focus is essentially, just going around and yeah, he does. So, well, Marshall in Abilene, many Texans came to call. But yes, so he
will exclaim, "Oh, fuck, I've heard of him. He used to be with the Union." And after his service was up, he went up with the Hunters.
Oh, so he's a big deal.
Service ran out. The war's still on.
the war's
Yeah.
still on, but not everybody. Some folks signed up before the war. Wild Bill's father was in the army, so he kind of followed in Daddy's footsteps. His term ran out just around the 5-year mark of the war, and, well, he's been out ever since. Some folk have been forced to continue on, and others have signed up in earnest since. But with, the stalemate ever since Gettysburg, well.
Yeah, it's actually one of the few cases where a very renowned individual actually wasn't conscripted for war, but was volunteered essentially.
Yeah, that's actually that's where the dead man's hand comes from. They say that he was holding aces and 2-8s when he got shot. Who was it? From up behind him, the coward Jack McCall. Jack McCall shot him in the back of the head.
Claiming that Hickok had murdered his brother.
Yep, he killed quite a number of people as marshal, but most of them were in fact bad people. See, like it's so sketchy because like that era of like American law is nuts. But I have a lot of respect for him, and also Bass Reeves, who was the first African American U.S. Marshal. He put down more people than Wild Bill did, if I remember correctly. He has like a significantly higher kill count, and he put a lot of bad people away.
I'm guessing he favored white slave owners.
No, because if I remember right, Bass Reeves worked not in the South but out west as well. So mostly just Western gangs and stuff that popped up around that time. You ever see the movie The Harder They Fall?
I haven't.
It's actually a really good Western. It's like an all-black cast, and Bass Reeves is in it. And I forget the actor who plays Bass Reeves, but does a phenomenal job of it. And they go after this one guy. Oh my God, what the fuck was the gang? I was about to say the Smitty McCall gang, but that's Django, and that is not right at all. But he goes after like this one specific gang, and the guy. Was it Love? It was like something Love, like the something Love gang, and they had like basically gripped like this entire town, and they were all forced to like pay tithes to the man to like keep their businesses going. And his whole argument was like, oh yeah, I'm allowing all these black folk to live out here and actually make a living, which they wouldn't be able to do in like white owned towns. So that's why they ought to be grateful to me and pay me all this money. But like he was extorting them so bad that they quite literally couldn't make a living. So great movie though. Really great movie.
How are we
That sounds
supposed to
pretty
see
awesome.
these fucking hoods?
Come on, my wife cut the aisle.
I ain't wearing this fucking thing.
I can't fucking breathe or
can't
see with
fucking
this
see.
damn thing on.
I think I just made mine worse.
You know, one of them's Jonah Hill, right?
Yes.
Yeah, literally.
One of them's literally Jonah
that
Hill.
was
When
exactly
I found
who I
that out,
just
I
quoted.
lost it.
If it's a racist movie, Jonah Hill is in it.
Yeah.
I don't think he was
Sorry-
in Tropic
sorry.
Thunder.
Hell, yeah, he was in Tropic Thunder.
He
That
was in
was
Tropic
weird.
Thunder?
It
I
was?
thought he was. I
Yeah.
thought he
Hey,
was like
listen.
a minor character.
Robert Downey Jr.'s performance was immaculate.
He'd never get away with that
he
again in a million
slaughtered it.
years.
He slaughtered it.
He would
There's like
never
no one
get away
else
with
that
it.
could do it. And not no one else that can. There's no one else that will do it.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Jonah Hill in the cast list, but Tobey Maguire was in it.
What?
Yes. Yeah. Toby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Toby
in
Maguire.
he's like one of those fake movie trailers, which is absolutely hilarious.
I thought no. You know what I'm thinking of? Jonah Hill was in War Dogs.
He was in Satan's Alley.
War Dogs. He was also very racist, and he was frequently pretending to be Jewish. That movie was too good.
You know why he
War
was
Dogs
in
was a good
Django,
movie.
Why?
Because his best friend was in it.
Who's his best friend?
Leo DiCaprio.
Oh, are they actually best friends?
Yeah.
Oh, 'Cause-
we prank each other on a daily basis.
because from my understanding, I heard a lot of people in Hollywood hate him and find him really annoying.
Jonah?
Yeah, just like who is the one that played like McLovin? Like I heard everybody hates him too.
Really?
I don't know his
Yeah.
name. I just know him as McLove.
I just know him as
McLovin too.
McLovin, but I heard like everybody that's worked with him just they hate him. They think that he's like a self-righteous prick. They're like, oh, he's so fucking full of himself. And
McLovin. Who played McLovin?
goddamn, we're on a tangent. What the fuck?
Yeah, we're deviating from the Wild
But
West.
yeah, so Arkwright will just be like, yeah. So just be careful with that. Try and request like Violetta or something. There's also another guy named Eden Saw. He's he'll at least play fairly, but he's a hell of a hunter. You're probably never going to win against him, but well. And God forbid you get Bennett. Bennett will probably kill it before you even know what you're hunting.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
No, not at all. But that is why he's in charge.
You got the book?
Yeah, let me get the book for you.
Thank you.
You have a 5% discount now. That'll cost you. Oh yeah. Hold on. I'm just gonna put this right here. That's how much you guys got.
Divide that how
Excuse
many ways?
Technically 7,
I'm still wondering whether or not we should split that evenly or give it
I'll-
all to Walter.
unless you want to not give Bruce his part. So if you split it 7, it's like exactly 357 gold and some change. I think it's like 14 silver or something like that a piece.
That would bring me to a bit over a fifth of the way there.
Or you could all just give it to Walter, and then what if you divided that by 6 since Bruce isn't here? That's if you
It won't
wanted
divide
to.
evenly.
It looks
so-
like 416 gold and like it looks like 6 repeating, so I'll call that like, what is that supposed to be? 60 silver or something like that, or 66 silver?
6 silver,
I mean,
6
we can
copper.
split it for now, and then I'm sure people can chip in if Walter still needs money later.
Yeah, usually that's what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm new here, so
He'll come back with a copy of the book, and
Bruce should get his cut.
it seems to be for the most part only dedicated to a combination of what would this cover specifically? Things that would be in hunts, so non-humanoids, Probably not any undead because that's the church's realm. So let's say. Oh, let me look at creature types real quick.
Oozes, elementals, fey, fiend, undead.
So probably oozes,
bless you.
elementals. Hold on. Yeah, where'd you post that thing the other day?
Okay. It's pinned in this room. Wild West.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the mob money. Never counted that.
Right. Okay.
That's the thing. Only 2 of us actually grabbed the money that the mob was giving us.
So probably aberration, beast,
Yeah.
elemental, some fey, giant a little bit, monstrosity ooze, and like plant, and essentially we'll call it for now a couple of monsters from Grim Hollow, but mainly any of those that would be in the monster manual is what you're going to get, with brief descriptions of them and an illustration and nothing more. Some of them have like weaknesses written down, others don't because they're like not entirely sure, because like some of them are like, yeah, we've seen these before, but we didn't actually have to fight them. We were able to like resolve it in a different way. So there's no like description of a weakness. And yeah. And then he just says, we have a more detailed book, a bit bigger, more expensive, but you don't get it until the next rank. And it's got, what you could harvest from them, what to look out for, and also
Ooh, you have Thunderbird on there.
it should be in there. If not, it's definitely something we'll have to add.
If you don't have the information, I have it all right here. As I hold out my little notes for it.
I'd take that to HQ if I were you, see if they could work it into the next edition. I think this is 4.5 or the 5th edition of this journal. I heard some rumor that they were going to call the next one The One or something like that, because it was just going to be the final one. They weren't planning on doing any others.
So they really think they found
Well,
all the
yeah,
monsters?
shows
Definitely
up.
going to be a lot more now.
I thought that it was pretty ignorant of them. I said they honestly ought to just call it the 6th edition, or 5.5. I mean, it can always be modified.
Yeah, it seems a bit bold to do a 1.
When are they gonna make books that will magically update when there's something new? Like have
Ooh, there's an idea.
it whenever someone adds data to the collection it pulls from, it updates
As you're saying
the
that
book.
Jarvis is
I mean, it's
scribbling
canon
down
that
a
Aaron
note.
Sounds
explained
very, very
Wikipedia
useful.
to people.
Oh wait a
he
minute,
says
that's what Aaron said Wikipedia was.
with your discount, it's 90
Wikipedia.
gold for the tome,
90
for your
gold,
monster
oh,
manual.
shit.
Alrighty.
Here.
Oh, and give me a double of bourbon, will you?
The bartender will pour you one, and he's like, "Yeah, that one's on me."
Oh, thanks, bud.
It's on him. He's taking it out of the platinum. Don't lie.
He may or may not be taking.
Wow, real generous.
So kind of you.
Bill, I do have one question, unrelated to everything. I'll take out the Buffalo medallion. Show it to him. Have you seen anyone wearing something like this?
So, all right. First of all, just to address your other question real quick, right before that, we were thinking about working on a stone tablet with the college that would update. But Silverspell is a bit of a ass, and from what I heard, negotiations aren't going well. As for that, I have seen one of those before. Similar style, but not the same animal. Looked like an elk. I've heard of these guys. They call themselves
Witchers?
Witchmen or something like that. Yeah, probably Witcher. As far as we know, the order just kind of cropped up out of nowhere one day. They have a bunch of these small little schools. They do what we do, but like really precise. There's like a precision to it. None of them want to work with us. We tried talking to one of the guys from the School of the Elk or whatever, and Yeah, it's Witchman's secret. Can't give it away. Got to be a part of the order. Meh, meh, meh. And yeah,
Hmm.
as far as I could tell, they're good folk, but maybe a little misguided or naive that they think they can handle it all on their own. They also have these really weird eyes.
Well, trying to figure
how would you
out
describe
the home of, I guess, School of the Buffalo is, so we can return this medallion.
Right. Well, the school of the elk. I don't know about the buffalo. Let me check my notes real quick.
Can I see that amulet actually?
I'll show it to Jarvis. You know, he's never seen it before.
No, I haven't. This is the first time I think Jarvis ever heard of this.
Yeah, we
Jarvis,
found that in a town that was destroyed by some kind of vampires.
You know if it has any properties to it?
It seems to detect magical auras.
And I'll just literally do a detect magic on it.
It seems like it does what he says that it does.
If you
And
want,
I'll
I can pull
identify it.
up what I have written for the Witcher medallion.
Yeah, while you do that, Jarvis will also identify it as well.
Yeah, please, because you have the most recent update, right? I don't know
Yeah.
if I got that one or not. School of the Elk is somewhere in Wisconsin, or was it Michigan? One or the other. I mean, you could try there to see if they know where the Buffalo Bison whatever school is. Although if I were to take a guess, probably somewhere in native territory.
Hmm.
But as for where specifically, no idea. Probably tried north of Yellowstone.
Oh, so we were close. We just didn't go far enough. I see.
Anything interesting off the identifier? Walter.
While wearing this medallion, you can cast Detect Magic at will as an action. The medallion also has charges equal to twice your proficiency bonus. You can use a charge outside of combat as an action to give yourself an advantage in tracking creatures and finding hidden doors, items, or creatures. A creature without Witcher mutations can wear this medallion, but they can only cast Detect Magic with it.
So you feel like it has additional potential beyond detecting magic, but there's something about it that is like blocking part of it away from you.
Do
Some
I
sort
have
of.
to attune to it?
No.
It is. Yeah, it's not a tunable item.
Do you ever use this, Walter?
I didn't have it for a while because it was on my old body. But before I used it a couple times, but I didn't really like using it because it was I felt it was disrespectful to the guy that we from the I guess Witcher who owned it first.
You mind if I?
I'd rather hang on to it.
All right. I'm just really intrigued by it. That's all. You know, I'll hand it back.
Now that we're on the subject, I think that there's another school down in Florida. I think they were called the School of the Gator.
Oh,
That sounds
Right. That
familiar.
somehow tracks.
Lane, I think
Gator's
Lane
Jim.
mentioned something about seeing a guy with a gator medallion down there.
Yeah, the Gator
Yeah.
Boots is a boots a medallion.
What if Gator Jim was?
It's not too
Can you
late.
imagine?
also,
I could.
Just a quick clarification. We got a Hellfire Sword off the Cambion, and what else?
Fuck, did I not write that down for you? I thought I wrote that down for you.
Let me double check.
Yeah, I have the sword.
It's a Hellfire Longsword. There was a amulet of what was this, like proof
detection.
of proof against detection, and then there was a wand. which the wand was if I'm remembering right, it was either a wand of secrets or that, or it was a wand of the. No, it wasn't a wand of the war mage. I think it was a wand of secrets. That
The
sounds
one
about
of secret sounds about right.
yeah.
Uh,
And those were the 3 items. However, the wand you had found on Phoenix, so I don't remember if you guys said you actually took that or not.
no, I don't.
No, I didn't
No,
take
we
the
let
wand.
him keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Not
then
that,
you would
not that it
only-
was, not that we threatened to take it. We just didn't take it from him.
right.
But we
yeah.
let him keep it because that's what
Right.
heroes do.
Because
Hellfire, wait, who's holding on? Wait, do I have the Hellfire sword?
No,
or
I
someone
have the
else
sword.
it?
it's a Hellfire
Okay, I'll-
longsword.
And if I'm correct, it just it doesn't do any extra damage. It just automatically.
It sends the
takes
soul to
the
the sticks.
Yep.
Become a Lemure,
And become a Lemure. Yep.
which
So
is
send
one
the
of the worst
sticks.
fates.
It is yeah, it is the absolute worst fate because
No,
now
it's not the worst. It's not the worst.
oh no, it's not the
The
worst.
Wall of Unbelievers.
It's
Not
a
the
pretty bad
march?
one because now even if you were a good person, you are forced to work your way up through the devil hierarchy until you have like an actual form again. Because after that, then you become an imp. And then after that, it's like a really long grind before you look like any sort of devil whatsoever that's like humanoid. So yeah,
Right, but
when
it
you're
is
an imp, you're
it
just a
is
little shit.
it is an escapable fate because you can work your way up. It's
You
not like
can.
the march in the Forgotten Realms or the Wall of Unbelievers.
But you're more than likely to just die in the blood war and never ascend. So
It's true.
I mean, I'd
It's
rather
like,
have
ah.
the chance than be in the endless march.
yeah.
The Endless March or be a brick at a wall for all eternity.
Reborn front lines.
Man, D&D really hates atheists.
Look, there's no atheists in the foxhole.
Anyways, let's get back to business.
There's no atheists in the blood war. Alrighty. But yeah, so that'll be. I'll give you the book, tell you that, and yep. So those are the only ones that I know.
All right. At some point, I wouldn't mind investigating those guys. They sound interesting.
Good luck. I mean, they're not overly hostile, but they're not the nicest people. Like they're not gonna kill you, but don't just do yourself a favor. Don't call them a freak. They
I
don't
want to
like
call
that.
them a freak.
I wouldn't call anyone that.
I mean,
Well, they look pretty fucking freaky.
I was a human until a month ago. So,
And I just show off my metal arms.
I call people freaks in different context.
Well, look, I mean, if a guy that has cat eyes walks up to you and drinks a potion, and then all of a sudden his eyes go black and there's a bunch of black veins crawling across his face, I think you'd find that a little freaky.
that
But
sounds like the
yeah.
most
I would
normal
think
thing that we've seen all
I
week.
would think that whatever he drank is giving him some weird boost.
It's a little freaky.
It's a little freaky.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
little
I'm with
freaky.
it on this one. It's a bit freaky. I mean, that
I'm
doesn't make
fine
him
with
a
a bit
freak,
freaky.
but it is
Yeah,
freaky.
I wouldn't be like you're a freak. You know,
I wouldn't
that
be
just
like
seems
you're a
like a
freak,
lot.
but I wouldn't be like you're a freak, but I'd definitely think it's freaky.
All right, we got a job to do. If I'm correct, right?
Do we go to Austin first?
Mhm.
Well, you know what? I want to eat some fucking food.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah,
dinner,
we
then
need
we're
to go to dinner, so
Right.
and then
Sorry,
we're gonna
Granny.
sleep, and then I think we're going to Austin.
Yeah, I think you guys were gonna go back to Austin because you wanted to go try and intercept the creature and Cucaracha.
Yeah, we need money first, though.
Yeah, so you made money doing this, but I think you were gonna go to Austin to see if you could pick up another
Hunt.
Bounty.
hunt.
And now we
Yeah.
can pick up 3 stars.
Let's see if there's anything worth.
Are we going to spend another night here?
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
Hey, Granny. Like chicken and biscuits?
Yeah, chicken and biscuits. Or we'll find some good place.
Some gravy.
Good food, good booze.
I'm pretty sure Granny is with us, right?
No, Granny
No,
didn't come
No,
with you.
she had food. She
No,
had
she
already
made dinner for
herself.
herself and
Oh, my bad.
No, Granny didn't take the walk into the city. God no.
I'd say we should split it 7 because Bruce did earn his cut. What we do
Yeah,
with his cut,
we'll
I
be
don't
waiting for
fucking know.
I will give my cut to Walter.
Oh, thank you. I'll add that onto what I have. I accept your donation.
It's like, from a math right, that's about 714 gold.
Big money.
go with the goal. Yeah.
I mean, I already added my portion, so I just added another 357.
357 Magnum.
Hey. All right. Yeah, let's get some food.
All right.
Have we already been to a good food place here?
Yeah, you've gone to
The bar we initially met Mary at.
there was that spot. There was that
That's a coffee
dwarven
shop.
coffee shop.
That was like a
yeah.
coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like pastries and shit.
There was a kind of a mix brewery slash like tavern that they had a selection of their beverages at the Oktoberfest called the Autumn Harvest, and it's in and around the area of the Church of the Reckoning here.
Yeah, we can head there.
Yeah, let's go there.
Alrighty, it's like right about because the square you went to for the party was like here, so it's like right around here. You kind of like work your way from like that area, and then you kind of just start like walking the streets, and then like, oh, there's a sign there, and then you follow it, and you come to this pretty nice looking building. It's kind of like just like a double wide, like 2-story, almost where like it's like a near warehouse size, but like not quite. But it's got towards like the front portion of it, it's got like a little deck built around it, and there's a couple of like tables out there with like an awning coming over. Well, not really like an awning, more like one of those. Is awning the right word? Like the roofed porches that like they do like down south a lot. Sort of
Awning.
like deal. Is it still an awning?
I-
Or?
I mean, it depends. I have no idea what you mean, and I live down south.
So like, what do you
Like,
guys
just like a
call
canopy
a
over it, or
roofed
what?
patio?
Yeah,
Or
like
like a roofed balcony,
I'm
maybe.
no. Like
Balcony is right. The balcony's on the second floor.
Yeah.
balcony's on the second floor. You know how like it's like okay, so it's like okay, you just like have the house, and then like sometimes the house will have like all right stairs up to the front door if like if there's a bit of an elevation, and then there's like a little small like
Is
patio
also
slash deck.
called a
A porch.
Oh, like a porch
Lana?
on the front?
Lana?
Well,
Yeah, it's
well,
a
like
porch.
like a porch, but like if the porch were to like wrap around,
It's a wraparound porch.
Wrap
Right.
around porch.
right? Okay.
These
Or
apparently
whatever.
That
are
might-
words for
I don't know what. Maybe there's a word for it, but we'll take.
Oh,
wrap
like
around.
for the actual like roof portion of it.
Yeah, the roof. A roof patio can be called those words.
You're not talking about a veranda, right? Where
None
you
of
said
those
that-
things would be said in the south, since you said in the south. Just so you know.
In the
Man,
south.
fucking, my stereotypical image in
Veranda
my mind
and
of
the
a
porch is
house,
awning.
yeah, is like the fucking wraparound porches on like those southern like colonials and shit.
Yeah.
I don't fucking
Yeah, it's
know.
just a wraparound porch. You know, you put the porch
It's a
swing on it.
We'll do it.
veranda.
But fuck,
I
you
like-
know what I mean, God. All right,
Yeah, let's get
yes.
some Let's get some outdoor seating here.
Yeah, so
It's
like
probably a nice night.
that.
Fog's rolling in.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice fog rolling in off the bay.
Rolled in bones.
yeah. The fog is coming.
It's coming to get you.
Yeah,
It's
there's-
the happening.
Yeah, it's totally not gonna be a werewolf attack in Austin, not Austin, San Francisco this night as we're eating dinner.
There's literally no way that happens.
I think that you guys are entirely too paranoid.
Are
I'm
we?
not paranoid. I like
Um,
testing our luck.
Look, it's Tuesday night and it's only a half moon, not a full moon. Why would you get attacked by werewolves? God,
Oh, we're
Okay.
getting attacked by werewares.
Oh god.
or wolf wares.
The DM saying like you guys are overthinking. Shut the fuck up. Okay. First of all,
I don't know, man.
First of all,
You're
how
feeling
dare
a
you.
lot
wanted
of,
us.
feeling a lot of
Overthinking
hatred
is how
here.
you play D&D.
Yeah, I was almost kidnapped not too long ago.
No,
I don't know what
overthinking
you're
is how you
talking
get the
about.
chair to be an enemy, Beck.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? The entire brewery is a fucking ancient mimic? Oh, yeah.
You
Pog?
hate to see it.
You do, in fact,
Well,
get to see it.
These things happen.
The mimic goes around. It's an ancient patio, by the way.
The barbarian that has a baby mimic in the shape of a cup permanently forced into the cup shape because he intimidates it that way. You will not change shape or I will crush your fucking skull. And then it just stays like that. The eye only occasionally just pops out to be like, am I safe?
Roll for initiative
Um,
to gazebo
And
is
he's still
hostile.
there, and the barbarian just looks at him again.
So close that fucking eye. You're a cup. But yeah, so you come out and there's like this what's the term, like a waitress essentially at like one of those like little podiums.
A veranda.
Veranda.
I
Sure.
said this. Oh my god.
His name is
So
Veranda.
it is a veranda. All right. That was the word that I think that I was looking for.
I said this. Oh my
No,
god.
no,
No, I
You're
said the
just not
veranda
allowed
to
to be
correct
right. That's the thing.
the waitress. So I thought that would be funnier. But
Yeah, the waitress's name is Veranda.
it's actually a verandica.
veranda.
No, it's now it's Veronica because I didn't have a name for her before. But yeah, so
Nice.
hi, I'm Veronica. How may I help you? Table for six, I take it.
Yeah, can we go outdoors?
Outdoor seating. Okay. All right. And then she gets like she gets like essentially like what looks to be just like a big piece of paper, and you think like it's probably a menu, and okay, follow me please, and she brings you off over to like the left hand side of the patio fucking whatever thing, and porch, yeah, and seats you at this nice long table. You got like two seats on each side, and then like one at the head and one at the end. And then she'll put down the menu, and she's just like, do you guys like want any drinks to start, or do you want me to like wait a little bit, come back?
Yeah, give me a beer. Good. Surprise me.
I'll have some water.
Okay, beer, water. Anything else for anyone else?
I'll take a beer.
Beer. Okay, 2 beers, 1 water.
Do you have any mulled wine?
Yeah, we have a mulled wine. It's,
I'll take a water.
Water. Okay, 2 waters,
Hey,
2
I
beers,
like
mulled
tasty
wine.
shit.
All right. And she'll look over at the Padre.
And
Anything
just
for you,
set up-
Father?
Just what?
The hardest
have
shit
one?
you got.
Do you have orange juice?
Yes. Yes, but it'll be a little bit more expensive this time of night. Kind of usually save that for the mornings.
Yeah, no problem. Do you have vodka as well?
Oh, okay. You want a screwdriver? Got you.
Sure do.
We'll just get you that then.
And
Ah.
I just made an eye doctor's appointment. Awesome.
Nice. She goes, "Oh wow, that's great. Eye doctor. Okay."
No, I'm
No,
talking about out of game.
no, I knew you were. So yeah, so she'll head off and go get your drinks. Yeah, it's a nice little ambience, fog rolling in. There seems to be like they have live music inside, but like the windows are cracked open enough to where like you can hear it, but it's not like incredibly loud, and you're able to like speak to each other at like regular talking volume and hear one another. Whereas like you can hear a lot of the people like inside having to talk significantly louder because of the music. But yeah, it's a very bustling place, and you know, there's a lot of other like little groups here and there at their other little tables out on the porch, and after about like what feels like a little too long, she does eventually come out with like a tray, and she just starts placing all the drinks everywhere. And for you, Marcus, what she ends up doing is like she takes she essentially takes like a smaller glass of vodka, uh like a whiskey glass's worth of vodka, and then she has like a taller glass of orange juice, and then like a tankard, and she puts the tankard down and literally just dumps them both in at the same time. And she's like, there you go. And then she gives you, like,
Brilliant.
those of you that want your water, Jarvis, your mulled wine, beer for Ed and Mary. And she's like, okay, are you ready for, have you gotten a chance to look at the menu? Do you want me to place an order yet, or do you want a little bit more time?
The menu
Food.
hasn't been described to us yet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't know.
Well, I'll get to the voice in the sky. Fucking. No, you said you looked at the menu. But all right.
I can't read.
Okay, I'll give you a few more minutes, and then she just walks away.
Okay, what looks good?
Okay, there's no images on the menu, but
I'll read it to Ed.
Fuck.
all right, it seems like it's a combination of there's some like Hispanic sort of like, you know, like more Mexican-esque dishes, but then there's also some there's some more like, you know, southwestern cuisine. You know, a little bit of like a Tex-Mex sort of situation going on here, but not quite Tex and more like SoCal. And but for the time, and also there's some barbecue stuff too, which is like more featured up at the top. Like it's like, ooh, smoked brisket and, you know, stuff like that.
I'll get some ribs.
Okay, yeah, they got full rack, half rack,
Yeah,
Um,
fucking full rack.
full rack,
They have
of
made
course.
Big guy.
sausages.
We talking
I-
St. Louis style, Carolina style.
They do.
Ed,
Do.
how about you get a full rack, I get a half rack, and then you can eat half of my half rack.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. And then they do have some sausages. It seems like they still have, because you're technically still in October, so there's like a selection. It's like on the back portion where it's like Oktoberfest options. There's like like a Hamburg steak. There's it's like
Oh, Hamburg? I love a Hamburg.
yeah, it's a Hamburg steak.
Oh, sehr gut.
Sehr gut. Yeah, and you know, a couple like other sausage selections, and they also have what would it be, Wiener Schnitzel, and yeah. So good combination of things. And after a bit, she'll end up coming back and, okay. So what you ready to order now?
Yeah, I'll get a full rack of ribs.
Full rack. Okay.
I'll get a half rack.
That comes with 2 sides.
Whoa. Walter, what are the sides?
So we have mashed potatoes, string beans, corn. You could get a baked potato instead, subbed out for the mashed potatoes. We also have this sort of new thing. We're calling it a green bean fry. We kind of like cover them in a beer batter and fry them.
Whoa.
That sounds great.
Yeah, fuck me up. I'll get the bean fry and mashed taters.
Okay, all right. And then she'll she'll turn over to you, Walter. Okay, so you're getting the half rack. That only comes with 1 side. So what did you want?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Okay. Anybody else? What do we got? She'll like look over to Mary. Are you getting anything, ma'am?
I'll take a full order of brisket.
Okay. All right. That comes with 2 sides.
We'll do a baked potato, and I'll try the green bean fries.
Okay. For a slightly larger charge, just a little bit. Do you want anything extra with the potato, or do you just want the potato like with butter, or do you want?
Just load it down.
Oh, all right. Excellent. And wait, what did you say for the other one besides the baked potato? Did you say fries?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just doubling up on potatoes. Awesome. I do that sometimes.
Me IRL.
She'll turn to Jarvis for you.
The hamburger steak with the bratwurst and the sauerkraut. Oh,
Okay.
And he starts going full German accent when saying all this stuff. It's like unconsciously too.
Jarvis, you're doing it again.
Hamburg
What am I
steak,
doing?
You're going full German.
reversed sauerkraut. Okay. All right. Anything else with that, or is that
Never
all
go
for your
full
order?
German.
Never go full
Do you
German.
That
have
happened
any, like,
twice. Once
do you have any
in
tomato sauce?
1911 and once
And
in
it-
1939.
What sauce?
Tomato sauce. Okay.
A tomato? Yes, yeah, we do.
Okay.
All right. And then she'll turn to center.
I'm sorry. My brother was distracting me that whole time. Do they just have like a regular steak?
Yeah, they can have that if you want to.
Yeah, screw it. Because I wasn't paying attention at all to the menu because my brother was
Pretty
talking to
good
me.
sirloin.
So my bad.
It's-
Yeah, sirloin. Make a sirloin.
Okay, that comes with one side.
Maybe mashed potato.
Yeah, we have mashed potatoes.
I'll take that.
Big fan of mashed potatoes here tonight. Okay.
It's more
she'll
fun when they're
finally
mashed.
she'll turn to Marcus. And for you?
You got grits and
Would they have grits? I think that's a little bit too
They would
Eastern.
have grits.
Would they?
Sure.
They would have grits.
Sure,
Yeah.
they'll have grits. Yeah,
How much
we have grits.
corn is there in California?
Not that much yet.
wait. All right.
Wait, grits is a corn thing? I've never had grits.
It's
Yeah,
a corn
grits
thing.
is
I've
corn,
never
yeah.
had grits either.
Oh, really?
You grind
It's
them?
I mean, it's pretty localized to the.
Yeah, that's
I don't
more like an East Southern thing, right? Not a Southwest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me find out.
Google.
I mean,
shoot this
especially
man's
back then
balls.
because you're not transporting as much stuff across the continent as you
Yeah,
are
so
now.
so she'd be like, sorry, we don't have grits.
What the fuck is grits?
I'm not actually sure what grits is, but
The American.
It's
Oh,
like it's kind of like
Stuff.
cornmeal. It's kind of like
Right.
cornmeal porridge.
You grind corn up in a mill back then.
And you cook it in either water or milk. Or
Usually water. Then once you cook it, you mix in some butter normally, and then whatever else you
Or
want. Some
lard.
people do cheese, some people do bacon.
oh, bacon.
Bacon and cheese grits, best
I'm
way.
gonna say, I'm gonna knock it if grits here.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Yeah, it's literally a type of porridge.
kind of establishment is this? No, I'm playing. How many mashed potatoes can you make?
How many mashed potatoes can we?
Like per potato.
Like how much mashed
Just
potatoes
take
do you
all the
want?
potatoes.
Well, will you twice bake them if you make it?
Twice baked
Not
mashed
twice baked
potatoes.
Mashed
I've
potatoes.
I've heard of twice baked potatoes, but not mashed potatoes.
Marcus, what is
My mom
wrong
make
with
them.
you?
Now this is getting
Mom
Mashed
interesting.
potatoes you
That-
normally don't
that's-
even bake. You boil to make
Twice
them.
baked mashed potatoes, bro.
You don't bake mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you don't
Dude,
bake.
dude, trust.
I mean,
trust.
you can bake
Tell
them
that-
afterwards.
tell
to
that
get, like
to
the
my mom.
crispiness
Tell
on
that to
top.
my mom.
Yeah,
Trust. Yeah, get that crispiness on top.
Literally.
make
Thank you, Luke.
but that's
Thank you.
single baked. The first time you cook them is boiled.
Twice
Yeah,
baked.
You gotta
Nope.
boil them and
No.
then bake.
I'm not having this argument of food.
Dude, think about it. Think about it. Twice baked, even crispier.
She's just like we could, but that would take a while. We already have mashed potatoes.
Marcus, do you really want your food coming out half an hour after the rest of ours?
I suppose I will just have once baked mashed potatoes.
Okay.
It
What
sound
do
like
you
you're
have?
sacrificing a child.
Is that
Hmm.
you want that as a side, but what about your main?
I want that as the main.
You want that as the okay.
Indeed. If you have a bowl that is big enough for me, I would take it just mashed potatoes, please.
When did Marcus literally become you? I hate it. A bowl that is big enough. What kind of size bowl are we talking here?
What do you have?
I guess I could get one of the bowls that we use for a table salad.
Like a
I was
mixing
just
bowl.
about to say that. Do you have one of those bowls where you mix like all of like the stuff for a salad?
Yes. You want a whole bowl of
I
mashed
will.
potatoes?
I will take that. Thank you.
And that's it?
Yes, with butter, please. And if you could sprinkle a little pepper on top of it.
A balanced meal.
Okay.
Not a lot, just like maybe like that kind of sprinkle.
Just make sure you roll the pepper off your
Well,
elbow.
we have a pepper mill, so like what you want like 2 turns?
No, not even 2 turns. Give it like half a turn.
Okay. Well, okay. Big fans of mashed potatoes here. I'm gonna go put your order in, and it'll be ready as soon as it's done. And then she
you.
just heads on off back inside.
Oh boy, if I could be hungry, I'd love this.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can't be hungry. How are you gonna eat it all?
I'll help.
Thank you.
Just-
You're not gonna know if you're full. You're just gonna keep eating until you start crapping yourself.
Oh, no, that isn't confirmed.
It's a
It might have
hypothesis.
to be. Well, this is the night Marcus shits himself.
We're gonna
Does
find
it
out
for
the hard
fun.
way.
Either gets a full stomach or full pants.
This is how we litigate how Reborn eating vast amounts of food works.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure that one out. These are the real things. This is why we play. This
This
whole,
is gaming. We're yes-anding.
this whole interaction right here is exactly why we play. We don't play for the combat. We don't play for the character interactions. We play for the what you order when you go to the barbecue place.
Yes.
Exactly what it's about, man.
Yes.
Have
See,
This is
nuts
it.
and
Even you
tats.
get it. I'm glad you finally understand.
Someone made. Crap. Why am I forgetting his name? Musician from Labyrinth.
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Okay, David. Someone
How the
made David
fuck could you
Bowie.
forget
That's,
David
the
Bowie?
one, David
No, I was
Bowie.
having a blank moment.
Ziggy Stardust.
That's the one.
Diamond
AKA.
Dogs?
Made a
Also known as David Bowie.
Yankee bard that looks like David Bowie from Labyrinth.
Oh, a Get Yankee bard that looks like David Bowie from Labyrinth.
Because David Bowie looks like a Get Yankee.
Why are you bringing this up?
Yeah.
What is this related to?
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, David Bowie kind of does look like a Get Yankee,
Yeah.
but
Your guess is as good as
only bringing
mine.
this up because while we're talking, I'm also looking through Facebook.
no, I know exactly why. It's because
What? Why? Then why bring it up? We're playing a game right now.
No, back. It's okay because you know why? Because one of the albums by David Bowie is called Diamond Dogs, right? And what happens when diamond werewolves come at you from the mists while you're enjoying your barbecue?
No, this can't be.
Yep, I
You
can't
brought
believe
this on
that
yourself,
werewolf came here
Anton!
exclusively for Jarvis.
Oh no, is it time for an encounter?
Yeah.
I
God damn
can't
it,
believe you've
Anton.
done this
Shouldn't
to
have
us.
brought Facebook.
It's about to be the scene from fucking Full Metal Jacket.
Can't believe
time
Jarvis
to
is
get hit
about
with the
to
soap.
do an addition to the Book of Vile
And
Darkness.
why Full Metal Jacket, not just the one movie with the werewolves versus army soldiers?
Huh?
So here.
Let's just move on.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And How I Met Your Mother.
No.
All right. So, anyways, after about another, we'll call it like 20 minutes, in which she does come by again, and if you want refills, she'll give you refills.
Could I
Um,
have another drink, please?
Mm,
Something different this time, though.
something different. Okay. What are you thinking?
All right. What do you have for cola?
Is that even a
Excuse
thing?
me? So soda and
Soda.
small beers, which is what I believe they called them at the time,
Like
were
pop?
a thing that
That's
existed.
like another 20 years away.
So,
1886.
That's the first
Coca-Cola.
soft drink.
Yeah.
Well, no. Coca-Cola specifically. I thought the first soft drink
Where
was.
did the
was
first
sooner.
carbonated beverage come from? 1767.
Yeah, they were around for a bit longer.
The first carbonated drink was in 1767. Yeah.
Yeah, small beers. That's what they called them. Sarsaparilla too, I think, was technically at the time carbonated. So
Yep.
yeah, so we have sarsaparilla. That's it. Cola pop? No, we don't. No, just sarsaparilla.
I try it.
I mean, we have beer that's carbonated if that's what you want.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, yeah. That works.
So you want a beer? Okay. Well, we have our house special Hefeweizen for Oktoberfest,
It's pretty good.
as well as we have like our traditional sort of we have like an amber lager, and we also have IPAs wouldn't exist yet. We have this one that people are saying is a little bit hoppier than the others. Haven't quite come up with a name for it yet, but Mary wants a new beer each time. Okay.
Quick thing.
Yeah.
In 1862, Dr. John Werner was living in Detroit and accidentally made a soda because he let it.
Verner's
just
wasn't even the first ginger ale, because ginger ale was invented in 1851.
right.
Wasn't Werner the one that went on to make is it Schweppes or Canada Dry? It's Schweppes, right?
It's Verner's.
Well, no. But what I mean is that like it went on later to become what is now Schweppes.
Mm.
Or is there a separate brand of ginger ale called Werner's that somehow still exists that I've never heard of?
I'm pretty sure there's still Verner's.
Oh, okay. Must be a Midwestern thing.
I could be wrong.
It's like Moxie. I heard of Moxie for the first time.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it is Werner's. That's okay. I recognize the fucking labeling now. It's that fucking green, white, and yellow fucking packaging villain.
You can buy a 12-pack on Amazon. Oh, I'm sorry, a 48-pack on Amazon right now of Verner's ginger
48.
ale.
Maybe I will.
oh, that one.
That's
Oh, I
just-
Yeah,
have
that's
seen
what I'm
that.
talking about.
That's
yeah,
ginger ale. I always
That's
got that
ginger ale.
confused for like Perrier.
I
it
thought
was
that
like a
was ginger
fucking-
beer, but no, I guess
Ginger
it's
soda.
ginger
It's
soda.
the original ginger soda.
Well, shit, give me one of those.
You said 1866. I don't know if they'd have this yet.
1862.
Or 1862. It says
A ginger ale in general
introduced.
was invented in 1851.
So they might have a ginger ale. Yeah, if you want that. Ginger ale, sarsaparilla, and then like maybe...
Schweppes created their drink in 1783, though.
Oh, so that is the older one.
Yes, Schweppes was 1783.
So yeah, so they'll have ginger ale, sarsaparilla, and that's it.
I will take a ginger ale. Do you have rum?
Yes.
I will take a rum and ginger ale, please.
Okay. Heavier on the rum or lighter?
Heavier on the ginger ale, please.
Okay. And she'll go and get that. And they have about, we'll call it like 4 different beers that they have on tap. So she'll cycle you through each one. But yeah, by the time the food arrives, you've probably gone through at least like 3 beverages. And then the food will come, and it is quite the spread. Large portions, but not so large that you think you wouldn't be able to eat it, minus Marcus's giant bowl of mashed potatoes. The ribs look absolutely delicious.
Oh,
So
fuck
does the
yeah.
brisket. Just mouth-watering by the smell alone. Like as soon as it gets there, you're like, oh, and you have to like kind of like close your mouth and like give it a little wipe. And she's like, okay, anything else for now? Or, I'll just let you enjoy your food. And
All the amber lager.
Amber like, okay, got you. And then she'll just kind of like go back to doing her thing and delivering drinks. And you guys settle in for this meal, which delicious. Absolutely delicious. The ribs and the brisket just like perfectly smoked. The barbecue sauce that's on it is like, well, I don't think it would necessarily be called barbecue sauce yet, but nonetheless quite tangy, but not so much so that it's unpleasant, with a good amount of sweetness and that sort of like hickory aftertaste to it from the smoking slash the sauce. The Hamburg steak, quite good, quite good. Been a while since I've had Hamburg steak, so I wouldn't know how to describe that. Center, you ordered, right? Oh yeah, you got a steak. Yeah, you got a regular
Little
steak.
sirloin.
Sirloin, yeah. The mashed potatoes that most of you ordered, quite delicious. There's little bits of like little chunks of mashed potato, not mashed potato, of potato, but like not so much where like it's hard or you're like, oh, this is unpleasant. Like it just
Oh,
breaks apart.
that's how it's fucking done.
Yeah, I asked for mashed, not chunky.
I want those chunks.
Yeah, well, that's what you got.
That's what you got in a big mixing bowl.
big mixing bowl, and yeah, but also like very like sort of like velvety smooth for like the rest of it, and very delicious. And yeah, overall it's a good meal. You guys are there for a bit. I mean, like it's already like kind of late, but like it's getting into the hours where like most people aren't like ordering food anymore, more just like little like little snacks here and there, not like a full meal. And it's getting a little bit more rowdier inside. The music, the musical sort of accompaniment is like kind of slowing down, and it's more almost like you don't think it's the band playing anymore because like someone just hops on a piano and just starts going like sicko mode with it, and and
We're hearing the
everybody's
first
just sort of
rendition of
like
The Entertainer.
everybody's like cheering and like drinking, and there's like a regular like ruckus going on in there.
Oh, bro. Oh, bro.
You good, man?
All right. Shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Hey, Jarvis.
Yeah.
Would you say you're a wine guy?
I not per. I enjoy certain types of wine. I don't know about everyone else here.
Do you like know about wine though?
Do I know about wine?
Maybe. Make me a little history check to recall what you know about wine.
Because I just made Jarvis like mulled wine because it tastes good. 13.
You have like a general knowledge of wine, but you're not like a wino. You're not a what's the official
No.
term? A sommelier or
Sommelier,
Yeah.
yeah.
sommelier. Yeah, you're not one of those.
I know there is red. I know there's
Yeah.
white.
Well, it's more like yellow, but yeah.
There's mold as I hold up my cup.
Oh, you mulled it. Okay.
So
I know
you'd probably know like mead, and then like
there's mead.
I don't know if like rosé
Wine.
would be a thing yet, and that would be kind of like
They only really became popular around later. Would champagne be a thing?
Champagne's definitely a thing.
champagne, yeah, and like
There's a thing from France called champagne from Champagne.
Oh, so Champagne's a place?
Yeah, it's typically where you can only get champagne.
But they also call the drink champagne,
yeah, it's
even though it's a place. It's a place. I see.
It's kind of bubbly like some beers, but it's wine.
That seems kind of silly. I don't know why they do it like that.
Have you ever tried
Anyway.
mulled wine?
No, I haven't, but you did get it a few times.
I'll let you have a sip of my mulled wine.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty
Warm.
good. It's warm. All right.
I always
Yeah.
look for taste rather than pompousness.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna ask Veronica about if there are any expensive, fancy wine places over here,
Why?
because I want to buy one as a gift.
Oh, for the lady over at
Oh, what?
Maybe.
You want to get her some wine?
Maybe.
Question: how tall is she compared to you?
You haven't met her, have you?
No.
I guess she's the chair of the Hunters Association in Austin.
Wow, that's ballsy move there, dude.
Well, I was told by a reliable source that she is expensive. Not like a lady of the night kind of thing, but like,
I get it, man.
you know, let's say, you know.
Yeah, my dad said my mom was expensive too.
Huh. Interesting.
She
All right.
broke a lot of plates.
I see. Well, yeah, I'm gonna ask and see if I can get something fancy. It's worth a try.
I could help you pick out some if you need me.
Yeah, why don't you come with me if we find like a winery or something?
All right.
We'll do that before we leave.
I will remind you, I am no expert.
Okay, they probably got some experts, wine
Yeah.
people.
I can attempt to suss out bullshit though, so they don't. jump.
Yeah, I need that.
That term would be around and also appropriate.
Woof.
Jip.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. All right.
Would I know anything about wine
Gypsies?
being from
Oh.
God damn it.
from being from a kind of a French adjacent area?
Is oh, I'm gonna sound stupid with this because geography. Is Martha's Vineyard in Maine?
It's
No.
well, it's part of Massachusetts
It's in-
technically. It's like a New
Yeah.
England. I guess it's New England region.
You wine, yeah.
I know a little bit about wine.
He also knows everything about lobster.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
everything about lobster.
Yeah, we go to Maine. Get some
the
fucking
rat of the sea.
lobster rolls.
I know a
Here we
little
go.
bit about
This is back
wine,
with lobsters.
but I
All right.
know a lot more about lobster.
Lobster,
lobster was
okay, good
considered
to know
inhumane
for
to
when
feed
we
people.
Yeah,
when we get some more lobsters.
Lobster is not something you feed people. It's something you torture people with. I don't know why it's an industry.
I see.
I don't
trouble
see
for
it
feeding
going
it to the
anywhere.
inmates at Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Those
People
cruel
eating lobster seems
punishment.
kind of wild. I don't think
Dylan.
anyone is going to do that in the future.
Yeah.
You're not actually that far from Martha's Vineyard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Martha's Vineyard was in Maine.
I mean, to be fair, I thought Cape Cod was in Maine too.
I thought Cape Cod was
In Alaska?
no, not in Alaska.
Isn't
No,
that where
I thought
Cape Cod is?
No, it's in Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
That's Massachusetts. That one I know it's Massachusetts, but I thought it was in Vermont. Touches the sea, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought it was in Vermont for some reason.
Cape Cod.
Oh. Well, I have had lobster
Yeah.
rolls in Cape Cod.
I
And they're
Yeah.
good.
I saw lobster and I'm like, oh, Maine. And
Is
then
Vermont landlocked?
I think Vermont.
That's why I
is
said it questioningly, but
landlocked.
again, this was when I was younger,
I mean,
so
Vermont
I mean, there's a
in
lake
fact-
Because
between it and
New Hampshire is east of Vermont, and that has a little bit of a border of the ocean, but it's mostly Maine and Massachusetts.
Well, yeah, New Hampshire's where Plymouth is, or Portsmouth, not Plymouth.
The smaller states in New England, well, Maine's not that small, but I'm not like great with it. Like I know we share a border, well, New York that is, but I know we share a border with Connecticut and Jersey
And Vermont.
And Ohio.
and Vermont,
And
yeah.
Massachusetts.
And yes,
But Vermont is like the
Massachusetts.
fucking like
Do we really with
Albany.
Ohio?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Vermont, yeah,
That
would be
Vermont
a
is
tiny bit.
absolutely not.
is the Albany side. Well, that's
Pennsylvania does.
probably why I thought that Vermont touched the water too, because it's like
Vermont is like
relevant.
24 minutes from my house.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Albany, Troy area, like that eastern side of New York is right where Vermont is.
Don't put me on blast.
Ohio is blocked off by Erie, Pennsylvania.
No, or Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, that's why I thought. It's like
Right, we touch
really
Penn.
not that
We don't
far.
touch Ohio.
We
Yeah.
touch Penn. The pen is mightier than the sword.
So true.
And Ontario.
And Ontario, yeah, but fucking Canada.
And
whatever.
the French one.
Worst case,
Ew.
Ontario.
Ew.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna go get some wine, some fancy wine.
Keep your fires to
All
yourself.
right.
You know what,
New York
Tom?
touches, like,
How about
3
you
times as
shove
many
your
states as
entire
Florida
computer
does.
up your rectum?
Trying to think.
Tom
here.
might enjoy that, Beck.
Yeah,
Woof.
it's true. Shove it up your urethra then.
Don't
Once
threaten me
you
with a good time.
guys have finished consume, Veronica would come back over and, okay, so are we thinking any sort of dessert, or do you want the bill?
What do you got for dessert?
Yeah.
We do have a selection of pies. We have apple,
Pies.
blueberry, and would they have rhubarb? I feel like they would have rhubarb.
What about chocolate?
Chocolate pie.
We do have a German chocolate cake.
Okay, but you have chocolate pie. Though.
Chuck.
No, we don't have chocolate pie.
Would graham cracker be invented at this point?
Did Graham do the anti-masturbation thing yet? Well, the temperance movement was
1880.
no. Graham did not make his
No,
famous cracker yet.
1829.
Yeah, it wasn't in commercial development. As a cracker, it wasn't.
Graham crackers have been a mass-produced food product in the United States since 1898.
1898 for the
Yeah, the
mass
flour's being used, but the
Son of a bitch.
But it's still like the
production.
they haven't made the cracker yet.
So technically, we're gonna find Sylvester Graham.
We have no reason to.
Always
dead.
Sylvester Graham 5e.
He's dead. Yeah, he died on 9/11.
Well, you better learn Resurrection.
Okay.
Sylvester, I have a problem. It's a problem with onanism. Can you help me?
Okay.
Wait, Sylvester Graham died in 9/11? What?
Yeah,
Well,
but 160 years
but-
early.
1851.
Mhm.
Yeah, September 11th, 1851.
So
I
yes,
love how
actually,
occupations:
no.
Presbyterian minister, dietary reformer. Interesting.
I should just on the 2. Yeah, okay.
I would fuck up a blueberry
This
pie.
guy's just like his face is a fuller President Pierce.
I think anyone's face is a fuller President Pierce.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you have
Uh,
wild berry pie?
Wild berry pie.
Pretty
it-
sure she
I'm
has the
Taylor, not
pies she
Pierce.
listed.
I have
Marcus.
the pies that we have. That's really about it.
Marcus, you're being difficult.
Do you have whipped cream?
God.
Would you ask them to do that?
Like that? Would they have it like that yet? And that
I mean, they could
have-
no,
Oh,
no,
whipped
but they
cream
could
was
whip.
invented
They
in the
could whip some
16th
cream.
century.
Is it we
Yeah,
could,
but that's like the.
They don't have a
whipped cream
can.
thing.
just because things exist in a capacity doesn't mean that they've made it to every facet of the earth.
They have heavy cream that they can whip.
You are
Yeah.
let me put it like this. This is civilization here, but this is like you'd have to travel like weeks by train to get out here in the first place. And if the idea of anything even remotely close to modern day whipped cream has been invented in the East, there's no way it's made it out here west thus yet because there's a fucking war on. And also, the rails only go so far.
I literally, I tried looking up whipped cream, and then I type in Civil War, right? And then it's whipped cream Civil War. hold on, I gotta look for it again. Civil.
I'll say that
The
she'll
whipped cream
say she
Civil
can
War
whip cream
movement.
for you. The whipped cream Civil War movement?
Yeah, that's actually something to search on Google.
Oh my god.
So counterpoint, Dylan, if I look something up on Wikipedia and it says a year before 1869, it clearly exists and it's in the game.
Yep, that's
It-
Tom logic.
It
Yep.
exists.
No, but I can have it specifically. Me. Yeah.
Only you, though. Only
Yeah.
you, because I love you so much. But
you,
otherwise, the rest of you can die.
Hell yeah. That's how it should be.
So just I can whip cream, but for what purpose? What do you want it for?
You put it on
it's-
top of the pie.
Because it's yummy.
How would you even know to put it on top of the pie when you're not? See, like that's
You
the
probably
other
never
This is
even
my-
seen whipped cream
This
in your
is-
life.
This is my
thing.
culinary
This is
talent.
metagaming. This is metagaming.
I don't appreciate the
This
exact
is
thing.
unforgivable.
I say he gets a
Unforgivable.
permanent 1d4 subtraction to all his ability scores.
Hold on. When do I metagame? Like
Right now, with the whipped
This
cream.
is
Come on,
this
come
is metagaming in the sense
on.
of knowledge that you yourself possesses, but the character does not.
there is a
Would-
lot worse that has been metagamed before. I'm just
This
saying.
is this
No,
is the worst.
abhorrent.
It doesn't get worse
I
than
say.
this.
Abhorrent.
It doesn't get worse than whipped cream 5e.
all, all I want is a topping for my fucking pie, okay?
Yeah, she'll say that she can whip cream for you.
The chef can put
Hey,
his
you
balls
really
on
want
it.
it.
How about that?
You get nothing.
Also, here's my question: Did Marcus in fact eat all of the mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no.
I
Uh,
did give a little bit to Ed because he said he would share.
Yeah, I just pooped some.
Roll for intestinal cramping.
Pretty good taters.
Titers.
I can ask you.
Dude, don't give me that shit. Don't give me that Icon has cheeseburger in 2023,
Literally,
dude.
literally Tom right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
100% Tom.
All right.
There's
So
beef patties. There's buns. Of course, I can have a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
the
I
hamburger
was-
steak right here.
I know I was half expecting when I said the Hamburg steak. He goes, "Wait, now do you have fresh buns? Yes. Do you have pickles? Yes. Do you have onions? Lettuce? Yeah. Tomato? Not so much, but maybe. All right. Can you take all of that, slice it up, and put it with the Hamburg steak, and then do it in this order, but also put cheese on top of it? And then at that point, it's like, well, how do you want the cheese? And it's like, I want it in a very thin slice. And it's like, oh, okay. So you want me to take a whole chunk of cheese and do this very thin slice and put it on top? Yes. All right. And also, do you have ketchup and mustard
Well-
or ketchup and mayo? No.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like something nobody would eat.
No one would eat that.
Let's be real.
Who would put a whole garden on a Hamburg steak?
Yeah, let's be honest. There's a reason it takes another 35 years for the cheeseburger to be invented.
The idea of putting a Hamburg steak on bread, though, kind of came up really fast after it came out because of that whole story where it was like, oh yeah, they would make it, and then the fisherman would come in and be like, hey, can I have this? And it's like, yeah, and it's like, this like literally burns my fucking hands. Oh, here, let me put it on good German bread.
This is the way.
This is the way. Alrighty. So you want whipped cream, and then what kind of pie did you want?
I want blueberry. Well, we're gonna share this pie.
I'll have
You want-
apple pie.
Oh, we're just getting slices.
Yeah,
Or
so
like a whole
If you
pie.
want a whole pie, I can do a whole pie.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'll
Yeah,
get
we'll
a
do a
slice.
whole pie.
I'll get a
slice of
whole pie.
apple
I'll get
pie,
a.
please.
So
Okay.
you want a slice, all right? And you, sir, you said you wanted the whole blueberry pie.
Blueberry, please. Yes, my friend and I are going to share.
Yeah, we'll share.
All right. Anything else for anyone else?
No.
I'm good as I just hold up my mulled wine and drink it.
I hand her the bowl.
I suppose the bill with the pie then.
Okay, I will get on that. And she'll begin collecting all of your plates.
Here you
and,
go. Thank you.
she'll take your massive, now empty bowl. Like her
Was-
eyes like go
was the
wide
whole
when she
menu
looks at it.
just
Like, oh my
pies?
God.
It's
dessert?
clean. The bowl is clean.
For the dessert, it was German chocolate cake, blueberry pie, rhubarb pie, apple pie, and I think that's what I said. I had nothing else.
Yeah.
And then just give me that German chocolate cake.
Okay. All right. And she will take everything and head back, and about another 10 minutes later or so, she'll come out with the pies, the pie slice, and the slice of cake. And she'll also have just like a neatly written, like itemized bill, so to speak, on a piece of paper. And basically, after everything, it says, "Hold on, let me calculate this real quick." I think since they're like standardizing gold here, not really using silver and copper too much, gold is worth a lot.
Bean might have gotten booted from the storm.
Uh-oh.
What?
Being just
He left the call. He said there was a storm that was
Oh,
affecting
no.
The
his
wind picked up
internet.
and his internet went out.
Hamster wheel finally died.
Hamster wheel. Hamster wheel.
I feel like 50 sounds reasonable, because like you had a big thing, a bunch of drinks and dessert. Yeah, 50 gold.
50 gold.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Why not?
And then okay, and there's your bill. And I will be back shortly. Just if you see me around, just like give me a quick little holler. I'll come over if you when you're gonna pay.
Oh, I got you. And I got a question. Is there a super fancy winery in or around town?
Yeah, there's a winery. It's called. It's called Heard It Through the Grapevine. And
Oh, that's cute. That's real cute.
Yeah. And they're in and abouts, and she kind of like describes an area like just outside of town to the north, around that like Marshall's area up over
Okay.
here.
All right. Thank you. And here is the money.
You're quite welcome. Oh, thank you. Alrighty. And she'll take it and head.
I'll slide her an extra gold for dealing with Marcus's nonsense.
she
Marcus is not. I don't want to hear it.
she
You don't have to.
appreciates it. Thank you. And then she'll head in to go give her employer the money.
How much was the bill?
50 gold.
50.
Oh my god.
Well, here, be
Usually it's
hungry, man.
like a bottle of like really expensive wine is like 25 gold. So like, but you guys had the food, you had, like beer, you had some wine, you had, and I mean, you think when you guys look at the itemized bill, the large bowl of mashed potatoes cost way more than most of the other things on there.
God damn it, Ed.
Marcus.
Hey!
I don't believe this.
We're not paying for all that.
Who Who ate all? Wait, who had the potatoes again?
Marcus.
That was Marcus.
God
Marcus
damn it,
what?
Marcus.
Marcus, what?
Ah,
You don't
it's
even
fine.
need to
It's fine. Hey, don't
did-
even worry about it.
I don't, but I also enjoy food.
Yeah.
Can you blame me?
I enjoy a large bowl of mashed taters.
Potatoes.
Listen, just because I don't have to eat doesn't mean I don't enjoy food. Okay, it tasted great.
Yeah, but you just cost Ed 50 gold.
Just because I can't eat, or no, just because I don't have to eat doesn't mean I don't have taste buds.
When
I'm
you
gonna
say to
say-
him, "Did you even digest it?" You all audibly hear a very gross noise, like from his stomach. Not quite a but it's like a.
Can you even digest?
Mm,
Marcus, you've never heard your stomach make that noise before.
I think we will find out.
Oh,
It's going to be interesting.
I gotta.
When's
find
the
it.
last
God damn it.
time you've pooped? You probably have never pooped.
Is this guy gonna live?
I don't know.
Do you know how to poop?
Does
I can teach you.
You begin to think,
You
Marcus.
say you could teach him?
And make me a history check to see if you remember if you've ever pooped.
right now?
I will make a history check.
You don't think you've ever pooped?
I mean, he's probably done some minor bits here and there because he has eaten before, but nothing on this scale. This is toilet
Well-
clogged.
as far as
Need
Marcus is
backup.
concerned, he has never pooped.
Now I'm just curious. You're not a natural human entity, right?
What?
You're not a natural human entity.
I'm not a natural human. What do you mean?
You don't sleep. You don't need to eat.
Well, I do sleep though. I just, I don't have to.
Exactly my point.
So the difference is humans do need to sleep. If they don't, they die.
I
Yeah, it's
feel like-
recreational.
I feel like I'm
sleeping.
being shamed right now.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
don't worry
shaming.
about it.
It's
It's
just
okay.
we're more concerned for your well-being right now,
Why?
Concern and curiosity.
because you're about to have like I don't know, 50 pounds of mashed potato exit your colon, and you have no idea how to aid it in doing so.
Well, I know.
I'll guide you.
I know curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back, and I was satisfied.
All right.
I'm still
I think you
wondering-
have it.
Well,
in
this is
reverse
the
order,
this is the
because
wrong
right
order.
now you're satisfied. That means you're gonna die, and no bringing back.
I'm not gonna die.
We'll see.
His
Why would I
stomach
die?
growls
Marcus,
again.
Marcus, this is
Because of
uncharted.
mashed potatoes, chronic mashed potatoes.
This is uncharted territory, Marcus.
Chronic mashed potato
But
death.
the better question is, what do you feel right now?
Yeah, how are you feeling?
I mean,
You feel stuffed. You have never experienced this before. You feel almost lethargic, and your stomach
I don't
is
think he's gonna
it
survive the
feels
night.
fitting to burst.
well, I feel like I
Oh, no,
did eat a
straight
little
from a
too
coma.
much. I'm not gonna lie.
I think you ate a bit more than too much.
It was a lot of taters.
I've
should
never
I should
felt
have
this before.
I should have helped more.
I think I'm okay though.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see in like an hour or
Um,
two.
Do
Okay.
you feel like you need to release
Release what?
whatever is in your stomach?
Well, I'm not really sure how to.
I can guide you, Marcus.
Well, that's the thing. It's gonna come out one way, one end or the other.
I'm gonna find you. I'm sorry. I get it.
I will say though, you have peed before, and you at least understand the basic concept of that because you have been essentially an alcoholic since you've like been in existence.
I
So
am
you
not
understand
an
that
alcoholic.
process.
Hey, functioning
The
alcoholic.
first step
You're
to
a functioning
recovery is
alcoholic.
acknowledging the problem. We'll get there.
But yeah, you've peed before, and
That's a completely different muscle.
it's a different muscle. But this
He just
This
looks
is
down like
foreign
it
to
doesn't
you.
come out of there, does it?
No, Marcus, no.
Okay.
Hey, we don't know enough about biology yet. Aaron would know.
Aaron would know.
Marcus, you gotta have a butthole. Tell me you have a butthole, Marcus.
I don't know.
Oh shit. Oh
What
shit!
if
Maybe it
his-
does come out
what if
Give
there.
me one more history.
What
Oh
if-
fuck!
What if him not using it for so long caused it to seal?
You know, if anything calls for knowledge of a past life,
It fused. It fused.
You
Oh no.
you,
give me
you start,
knowledge from. This is knowledge from a past life for sure.
you start thinking about it, and at first you're like, I have a butthole? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had to use that before. Like, you know of their existence, but you've never been able to quite look back there. But then you remember something. You remember your night of passion with Zuri, and there was a very strange moment in which
she
a
sticks
finger was
up
put
your bum.
inside
Yeah,
of something,
yep.
and you don't remember it being unpleasant.
Absolutely not. No.
You
Nope.
don't remember it
Yeah.
being unpleasant, but you
She
were
knows what she's doing.
simultaneously not okay with it, so she didn't continue to do it. But it did
I
happen.
was simultaneously 100% not okay with it.
Yes, but
It
in the
tracks.
end,
It tracks.
you do know for a fact that you do have a butthole.
Okay.
But does it function?
Very good.
We'll see.
We do not know.
We do not know.
That still begs the question: can you pass solid matter?
Well, we'll find out. Well, we should probably
Alright.
start getting him back to
Marcus, I'm
Granny's.
gonna carry you back to Granny's.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
just
Bill?
set him down on the outhouse, and we'll hope for the best.
That thing smells.
You're gonna have to live with it.
You're gonna smell. You might smell, Marcus.
Those who defecate do so in there, so you're gonna have to try.
You also don't need to breathe, if I remember right. So
Oh, I
Like-
literally don't. Yeah.
yeah, so you could just not breathe and not have to smell it.
I mean, you still kind of smell it even without breathing, but
Oh yeah, I literally don't have to breathe. Okay. Yeah, just
You can taste it.
Oh no.
But all right, so you guys head back to Granny's, and throughout the dimly lit streets, eventually make your way back to Granny's house. And once you reach, it is rather late in the night.
How's
You
she
think
feeling?
you're probably like approaching
Feeling as it's
midnight.
moving.
The whole time as you're moving, you keep sort of feeling like a pressure is building, and your stomach occasionally, like every couple blocks or so, just and you all hear it until
Can I make a
eventually.
medicine check?
Sure, you can make a medicine check.
Because now I'm concerned. I don't know
he's
shit.
going to
Why is
Mm-mm.
fucking die.
Nope.
Yeah, he think he might explode.
Dude, let's get you there quick. And I start trying to shove Marcus.
You
No, I'm carrying him.
Ed's carrying
He
him.
should not be walking now.
You eventually make it to Granny's, and once you reach there, you immediately head towards, make a beeline for the outhouse, and just kind of put Marcus down, like, right in the door. And Marcus, the pressure, it has been building, and it feels like something is coming to a head.
Which end?
It feels
Proceeds to throw
like
up.
something might need to come out of the back end.
Marcus,
oh,
you have
yeah.
to push. You have to push.
Push. How?
I'll show you.
No.
I'll show you.
Relax your sphincter muscles. while
I didn't even
sitting
know I had
on-
those muscles.
You got to squat, and you have to you're straighten out your back. You can't lean
Okay.
because that's how you straighten everything out, and then it's ready to go. And then you just like flex. You got to put your abs into it,
Okay.
and then just push.
Is this like a
All right.
strength or con?
He's got to roll.
So-
He has to roll some dice.
So
This is the realest. This is the realest Dungeons and
he
Dragons
tells
of
you
this
all of
campaign.
this, and you start
roll
like
dice.
kind of getting yourself in the position, and then you start squeezing, and you feel like something's starting to happen. But then the rest of you realize, because he hasn't closed the door yet, he hasn't even taken his pants off.
Marcus.
What? What?
Marcus, pants off.
I'm
Pants
trying.
off. Pants
Oh,
off.
He takes his pants off.
I will rip his pants off.
Oh my
my
god!
God.
Alright, yeah, Ed just tears your pants off, and
Oh, I'll start fixing those.
it's got a nice cock. But
You will not.
Only
Shit
really
yourself.
think it matters.
Marcus, you sort of like you kind of get into the position, and you're squatting over the hole, and you're beginning to push. I need you to make. What would be more appropriate here?
Would it be a con?
Uh,
I think the con would have been to
Constitution
not shit himself on the way there,
I
but
love how Dylan was just saying like, "This is why we play D&D." No, this is why we
this
play
this
D&D.
is why we play D&D. Make a
Nature
strength check to see if you can push correctly.
Strength check. That's pretty
Okay.
good.
You
He's a
you start
natural.
to you start to like focus, and you start pushing, and you think you're pushing the right way because you're beginning to feel something come out of you. And
Oh God, what is this?
you watch as like Marcus is beginning to shit a lock.
All right, here we go. I closed the door,
no.
and I
Oh, now the
close the
door's
door.
closed. Okay.
I close the door just
You're
to
on
make
your
sure
own.
it's starting. You're on your own now, and I wait, arms crossed, facing away from the outhouse.
Alright,
Hearing
Marcus,
ungodly noises. It's worse
This
than
is
when
his
Grog
time.
talked to
you're
Craven
beginning
Edge.
to
Is there gas?
you're beginning to push. No, there's not
It's an
gas yet.
important
You're
question.
beginning to push, and
Probably weren't able to
you
produce any gas.
your focus kind of like momentarily falters. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
At the same time, I'm making the outhouse smell like lavender.
Okay. You gain your focus back, and instead of letting it begin to slowly go back into you, you begin to push once
There
more.
it goes. Yes, yes. This
It
is
is
the way.
it is quite the lug. You feel like you're reaching like the halfway point. I need one more strength roll.
Do you have the strength?
Oh! This might be a knowledge of a past life.
Even if I get a 6, it's still a 9.
I knew how to shit.
Nice.
You're not feeling confident anymore. You're getting like really scared, and then you pinch it off, but you know that you still have to release more. But then you hear the plop down below, and you're not sure if you're done yet. But you're just kind of like squatting there, and you're like, I feel like I got to go more. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Ed,
Survival
what,
check.
what do I
Yes.
do again? I have to go more.
Keep pushing.
Don't push too hard.
Okay, don't push too hard.
You don't want to shit out your sphincter.
This begins to terrify
won't.
you. You're not sure if you can do this correctly now. Sphincter? What is that? You don't know. You don't want to shit that out.
Marcus,
Yes,
Wrong choice
do you
of
trust me?
words.
I trust you.
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna use my stone rune on him.
Okay. Very well.
I'm going to use my stone rune to incapacitate him, which will completely loosen
Everything.
his colon.
It's like
Okay.
opening an airlock.
All right. You do it. And Marcus, you trust him, so you just kind of let it go through. And as you feel your whole body relax, you just feel all of that mounting pressure, and what was beginning to feel like pain just right out of you. And you hear like a significant like number of plop 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 down below, and instant relief. You now feel empty. You are hollow, but you have returned to the emptiness and hollowness that you remember from before you ate the mashed potatoes.
And I shake him.
I mutter a prayer in giant.
Now, I'm curious, because Jarvis is weird like that.
Tell me you're gonna dissect the
Yeah.
crap.
You look into the.
Absolutely not.
I'm not gonna dissect the crap. What the hell?
No,
See if
no.
It's actually crap and not mashed potatoes.
That becomes a good question. They're not technically considered undead anymore after like the official version came out, so they need to have like some sort of capacity. I wonder.
But they
need to
don't.
eat.
But they can live
They don't-
without it doing it at all. So like,
they
there's...
could live without doing it, which means the body probably doesn't do it until something gets put in there that's foreign. So then the body would probably, I guess.
You know what I would
respond
say?
to
What
that.
I would say is it probably absorbs the water and doesn't digest it. So it's just the same color, but it's like,
not as
Yeah.
liquid anymore.
yeah.
So am I just gonna be looking at some dry ass potatoes that
Yup.
on the
Ba-
ground?
Basically, yeah, some
Like some beige logs
some beige
is what I'm
logs.
thinking.
Yeah, with like little lumps of what seem to be like the potato
Dude,
like
did you
in
even
it.
eat corn?
I didn't have any corn.
Oh my god! But you also notice like the initial one, it just seems to be like this really.
Wouldn't that be under the massive pile?
Oh, there's some blueberries
Oh
in there.
yeah, it would be under the massive pile. Yeah. Oh yeah, you would also probably there would be all the way at the tippy top like a bunch of like broken up like mashed up blueberries
Dude,
that are kind of like dried up, and yeah.
and you,
Oh, jeez.
dude, you don't digest, right?
He descends into a dreamy stupor, right? So basically like he's just kind of like on his side.
I think it becomes like a transcendent shit experience.
Yeah,
as
he's
we have all had, of course.
he's almost like, because like squatting, but then if you're on your side it would always be like, it basically be like the fetal position. So he's like in the fetal position, still kind of like holding on to his legs, but like very loosely now because he's like fallen semi asleep. And yeah, and like his entire just like face and neck are just covered in a veneer of sweat, and he just has this look on his face of just pure relief.
I'm
Yes.
still sewing his pants back together after Ed tore them off.
Yes, Marcus.
Can we go to bed, Ed?
We can
You
go.
might wanna wipe yourself.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, don't forget to wipe.
Take this paper that's in the outhouse and wipe between your butt cheeks.
My butt cheeks.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure there ain't no
Make
taters in there.
sure to clean around the anus.
Yeah,
All right. I do just that.
there you go.
You
You also make sure to close the door before he does that.
yeah, you've never done that before, but you manage you manage to clean yourself up well enough and throw the paper down the hole. And
Again,
once you have finished, Walter is probably outside, like sewing your pants. So you just kind of, I don't know. Do you just walk out of the outhouse, shirt cocking it, or?
Yeah, I need to get my pants.
All right, yeah. He just walks out, shirt cocking it, and the rest of you are, yeah, nice
Hmm.
cock.
Alright, yeah.
Again, why is it hairy? So hairy.
It's not.
Oh.
I feel like if you don't know what shitting is, you probably don't understand the concept of grooming yourself down there. And also that's not something that's like prevalent during that time, like at all. So yeah, you're probably pretty hairy
Jungle
down
it
there.
is.
Jungle
Yes.
it is.
Jungle it
Very
is.
well.
I'm still. Oh, geez. Walter's not making eye contact. He's just looking down at the pants. Just still working on it. It'll be done by morning. Ed really did a number on these.
It was one fluid motion.
It was.
I probably I gotta spare something in here.
I'd say, yeah, one of you guys probably has like an extra pair of pants that he could wear.
There you go.
I think if you want, I might be able to add a hidden pocket.
A hidden pocket.
Prison pocket? No, hidden pocket, eh?
I'm looking for the thing. What the fuck is it called? I'm not proficient in it, but I do have it. Weavers, that's it.
Weaver's tools.
No, that's not part of Weavers. It's part of leather. Oh, that's not part of leather. That's probably that. Yeah, that's part of cobbler. You make a hidden slot on the boot. But I probably could add like a hidden pocket in his pants if he wants.
Yeah, fucking go for it.
Alrighty. Marcus, you are given a temporary pair of pants to wear as Walter fixes your pants and is adding a hidden pocket.
Thank you. How do these temporary pants feel?
Loose.
They're nice. They're a bit loose. They're not like too long or anything where they need to be cuffed, but it fits nonetheless. I guess maybe it would feel like a little bit breezier, but yeah, they do the job.
Okay, a little bit breezier. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, just like because if they're a bit baggier, you got a little bit more airflow in there.
Walter,
Yeah.
do you think you could design me a new jacket soon?
If we get some good leather, should be able to.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be nice. I would like a new jacket.
Although I'm not proficient in leather working.
It's okay. I know it will look good. Can we all go to bed now?
Yeah, let's go to bed.
Very well.
You fought well, Marcus.
Thank you.
You did. As the
Weirdest fight ever.
Does that count as
events
a 1-star monster?
The brown
that
serpent.
unfortunately counts as a 0-star monster.
It's still
Soon-
a monster
soon
though.
that thing's gonna
The
resurrect.
bounty, well deserved.
Yeah, the bounty is the sweet relief of having evacuated
Wonder what the
den
payment's
square.
gonna be.
No one checked to see like how much was in the bowl, right?
I did.
Yeah,
Or is
Jarvis.
shit.
Yeah, Jarvis
bowl?
looked
It's
at
a
it and
pit.
said,
It
Yeah,
was
the
like
outhouse goes down into like a big pit.
it was like a
I
gargantuan
can
amount, right?
literally drop
A
anything
heap.
down there as a little like
I
a
hope it was
flatbread.
bigger than the size of his body.
Dude, you do not shit right. Or digest right is a better thing to say.
Bro, the amount of food that is just in the pit now that's gonna rot is horrible.
I mean, that's probably not as bad as the actual waste matter.
I know, it should have been donated to like some orphan.
"What
I
the
don't even
fuck?"
think it's. I don't even think it's considered. I don't even consider that fecal matter. I would just
Right.
call it
So it's
dehydrated
still good.
potatoes.
It's still good.
I
No.
don't know.
It's
That's
like
the
it's like
thing.
when you put beef jerky in a dehydrator. You know what I mean?
But
I
it's
hate
the
you.
principle behind it.
Not too privy on the idea.
The principle behind it is I'm trying to help orphans.
You have problems. It's awful.
What, you want to feed orphans edible shit? I'm pretty sure that is a sin.
Well, it's not shit because it's not fecal.
It still
But it
came
is
from your
matter
anus.
that came out of your anus. Yeah.
It's the
Well, it's-
message it
So-
sends.
Something. Yeah. Something about that seems
Touch this
pretty
thing.
unholy, Marcus. You think that's not a great idea?
Jesus would
Just-
not approve.
Yeah.
How?
Jesus.
Ah,
Dios míos.
really? And how would you know what Jesus wants?
I grew up Roman Catholic.
All right. So you guys go to bed.
Moral of the story.
Please, yes.
Moral of the story: you go the fuck to sleep.
night,
And
Ed.
That angel appears in your dreams and was like, "What the?"
That was the most dramatic thing I've ever seen.
Like, what did you eat?
Marcus, you do have a dream this night, though.
Oh,
Something comes to you in your dreams. You find yourself once more in the pink room.
Oh God.
The room full of very nice, fluffy pillows that seem to be made out of different shades of red, pink, and purple, and this sort of cashmere, and then this large, circular, red sheeted bed. And then you see very briefly, it's very very attractive female. She looks to be you'd remember the succubuses that you had encountered. She looks quite like their mother, but not like old in the sense of like where you actually see the ravages of time upon her face. Just she
Right.
seems like a much more mature version of the older of the sisters that you fought. The one that was specifically trying to abduct you, and Dariel. And she looks at you and so seems you avoided my little invitation.
Well, if it hasn't been made apparent to you, my friends and I have no interest in whatever game you are trying to play.
That's a shame. Because I have so much that I could tell you. If only you were to come visit.
How about this? You tell me a little bit now, and I'll make up my mind.
Ah, I see. You want me to tempt you.
No, I want you to tell me what you want to tell me.
It's not so much what I want to tell you, but what I feel like you would want to know, need to know, maybe even things about yourself that you might not remember.
As much as I want that, it's not worth dealing with the devil to get what I want.
You're lost then. I guess you'll continue to ponder why you occasionally have these devilish little thoughts in that brain of yours and these flickering memories of a man with green eyes.
I would ask how you know this, but I don't want to be tempted.
Well, you kind of already asked me to tempt you. We'll just see if you take the bait.
The bait.
That's what they say when you're fishing, right?
Well, I was never really good at fishing.
I
But
thought you would be. You know, the whole teach a man to fish, he'll eat for life. Isn't that something in that Bible of yours? Jesus making fish or something like that?
you seem to know a lot of things. But I just don't think I have it in me to ask you these questions. So let me make it very clear and very simple for you. As someone who likes to barter information, I'll barter you this. The next time you bring your succubus to try and kidnap me and attack my friends, I promise, by the hand of God and my own, they will not survive.
Sure. I guess we'll just have to see, won't we?
Now get me the fuck out of this dream.
She will snap her fingers, and then you find yourself, instead of in that nice room, what essentially like looks like a really like creepy slaughterhouse
Oh God,
with like
another
a bunch
dream.
of bodies hanging from hooks and stuff, and then you just hear her voice like echo. I think you'll have to enjoy this for the rest of the night.
How
Oh
kind.
boy, food! No, I'm playing.
Oh my god.
What is in this room?
What's in the room? It's
Yeah.
just kind of like it kind of looks like, I guess, like what a slaughterhouse would look like in like one of the bigger cities, but more like, for the time. But hanging from the hooks are just like people that look very vaguely but not exactly like all of your friends. Like it's almost like a uncanny valley type thing, but with like also slightly like different. So like Walter not having the right eye color, head skin being like green for some reason, and him having like tusks as if he were an orc. Uh, you think that like she kind of just got brief descriptions of what everyone else looked like, and then made assumptions, and then like here they are.
I will not be tempted nor deceived by these images of my friends. I have the power of God with me.
And anime.
And and anime, yes. And he gets on his knees and he starts to pray.
You start to pray, and then like parts of the dream start to like sort of like flicker, and then almost like collapse, and you just hear like as it's beginning to like shatter all around you, her say one last time, "You'll come eventually, whether it's by my daughter's hand or you decide to show up yourself. But when you do, you'll find out what it is you need to find out. I have a feeling, though, that you'll come yourself. Seek me out in the Badlands."
He shakes his head like in like a no gesture and smiles and goes, "That's what she said."
Get
And
the
then,
fuck out.
and then he just goes back to praying.
Very well. The sort of like reality of it would shatter, and then you would sort of like exit it and return to a more typical sleep.
Anyone else get any weird ass dreams?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Who's getting
Walter's tripping ball.
Walter
God.
tripping balls. Mary.
Murray.
Oh
She's
wait,
not
that's right. Never
here.
mind. She's not here. Fuck.
No!
Sad. Center, you're plagued with a nightmare from your time in the Confederate camps.
No!
No.
Oh my
You
God.
see, you see the contractors and their leader, a man, an individual, older. He seems to be in his 60s, with a scar over his right eye, leaving it dead, but he keeps it in the socket regardless. His other eye, this sort of like cold, unfeeling, steely blue, but occasionally, if caught at just the right moment when no one else seems to be looking, it's blood red, only for it to flick back to what it normally was. He demands that the other contractors produce more results, that these whelps in the cages here are not proving as useful, and that this side project of trying to take individuals like yourself, more magically inclined individuals that are not contracted, and that their magic comes from their blood or learning, wizards and sorcerers,
Yeah.
and that it's not worth their time, and that you should all just be put to death. You feel that soon will be the time to finally escape. You must. If you don't, it means the end of your life. And that's it.
No.
That's your nightmare.
Night terrors. Scream.
Ah!
Ah!
Just
Izzy,
Luke
hold
scream
up, hold
again.
up, hold up.
Oh my god.
Oh, Izzy. Oh yeah. No screaming, just like a little whimper.
just a little whimper. But
There's a little whimper. Perfect save.
Hope you didn't wake any of your folks up.
I think you said you moved, right, Luke? So you're just on your own now, chilling.
Yeah.
He don't have to worry. He can just
Nope.
scream all he wants.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I will say though, I do miss Ginger in the background.
Yeah. We will all miss her.
Is that everyone?
You know what? Yeah, Jarvis. You also have some dreams. Yeah, fun dream times.
What you got for me?
You have a strange dream. You are younger. You remember something very. It's like very distinct. You're in your house. You're in your house, and you're just kind of like sitting in your room, tinkering with little mechanisms and whatnot. Because I imagine as a kid you were always very like creative and also like interested in building stuff long before you
I'm
actually
essentially
needed to.
playing with metal versions of Legos right now.
Yeah. Basically, you're playing around with these things, and as you sort of like look around your room playing with them, there's like
Playing with one hand at this time.
you said only one hand.
Because at this time, in this dream, I would only have one hand. One
Oh, right,
hand.
yeah, because you don't have the limb yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you like look around, there's like some drawings kind of like hung up on the wall and stuff, and they seem to be sort of like rudimentary kid versions of what in the future would become your companions, like a little dragon that looks like it's made out of a bunch of gears and stuff, and a metal dog. Although it doesn't look nearly as intimidating as Zeus does now, it looks kind of more like a what do they call them? Like yeah, like a puppy, yeah.
Like a bionicle.
No, not a bionicle.
Yes,
It
not
looks like a little
nearly as
puppy,
cool.
but like one of those puppies with like really like long floppy ears, but like you know,
Metallic.
yeah, but metallic somehow, metallic, but also like bending. And you hear an argument coming from outside of your door, and you're kind of nervous. You want to go see what's going on, so you get up and you kind of reach up with your one hand and open the door and peek out into the hallway, and you see further down the hallway your father, and he's in the midst of an argument with a woman, but it's not your mother. No, you don't fully recognize this lady. She looks kind of familiar though, like maybe you've seen her around somewhere before. And he just kind of keeps going back and forth with her about something. You're not entirely sure what they're talking about, but she'll say something and then he gets louder, and then she tries to calm him down a little bit, but it doesn't seem to work. He only gets louder and louder, and then eventually he just sort of like grabs her by the shirt and like throws her out the open door, and
Oh my god.
the last thing you hear is
Oh.
never come back.
Does this seem more like a memory rather than an actual dream?
It's
No,
more
s-
like a memory, yeah.
Can I attempt to recall
Spooky.
what that woman's name is?
Sure. Make a history check. A lot of those tonight. A lot of mashed
Okay,
potatoes.
Trying to
And,
remember.
and I don't think I
You.
can flash a genius in my sleep, can I?
Are you?
Oh.
Post Flash of Genius.
Yeah, post it.
Remember?
But sire, the quality.
They do it.
Just do it.
You are currently incapacitated.
Are you level 7
now.
in your
You
dream?
don't have a reaction to
Are
use.
you level 7 in your
That's
dream?
right.
It's a
What
memory.
kind of a question?
It's a memory. Did he get to
That
level
is
7
way
yet?
back, like it's
Yeah,
way
no,
back
he
then when
went-
you're not level 7.
So, with a 12, you remember at the very least that this was one of your father's coworkers. You don't remember who though. And that she was around a lot more when you were younger, but that was the last time you ever saw her.
Because I remember the Warforges were talking about someone about her, I think, and I don't remember her name because I forgot to write it down.
Oh, somebody forgot to take notes.
No, I was taking notes. I think we forgot what her name was.
No, I had asked you about it, and then I figured it out, and I wrote it down.
Notes.
But unfortunately, with that
Roll a
history
D100.
check, you don't remember who. It's very sad.
Oh no.
But I would say
will,
you could try and recall again in the future, but
if I receive more information.
Not today.
not right now. But yeah, other than that, I'll say you all have a restful sleep, and you awaken the next day. Which is where I'm going to say, even though it's a little bit late, let's take a quick 10-minute break.
Let's go. I
Mm.
need to use the bathroom.
Same! Time to evacuate the dance floor.
Time to go pull Gunter to go to the outhouse like that guy did.
.420s blaze it. We lost Bean. So sad.
How to freak out a cat. Open up a can of tuna. It's the live action One Piece.
I don't think that I will, but who knows? I'm not really a big fan of One Piece to begin with. I mean, like when I was younger, yayo yayo, ho ho.
No.
What, the Four Kids opening was a banger.
Okay. That's fine to say.
Bro, it's okay.
Not.
Bro, it's okay. The first 400 episodes are filler. After that, it gets great.
You are very, very wrong. You need to suss out which ones are the filler.
I'm surprised a show with that many episodes. Honestly, Anton, out of all the episodes, how many of them do you think are filler?
Well, I have a list. And there's quite a bit.
Oh,
Especially early on.
Yeah.
Want to know what should have been filler that it isn't filler?
What?
It was actually in the manga. The Foxy Pirates.
ouch.
It was so worthless.
That's
It added nothing to the story at all. There's nothing about it that has come back to to both the manga or the show. It was painful, so I just skip it now.
I've returned.
Oh, you don't love the Foxy Pirates?
Yeah, because Foxy's a dumbass. Or as Luffy likes to call him, Splithead.
A foolish man will cry when his balls are crushed. A wise man will come.
What?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, you have strange kinks. What are you missing?
Mm. I'm waiting on Dustin and Luke.
After the session, I will play Starfield because it is now available for the early access part.
Oh, yeah? Let me know how it is.
Apparently, people are already ripping into it.
What?
I saw a lot
I
of
said
reviews for it.
I said apparently people are starting to really rip into it.
What do you mean? Like, is that a positive or negative thing? Because that could mean either way.
I think it's supposed to be negative.
I mean, I want to play the game, but
You talking about Starfield?
correct.
I heard
Bethesda.
it got leaked.
Oh,
Woke
yeah,
up.
leaked.
Starfield.
Yeah, it got leaked. I think yesterday.
And that was
Like
fast.
the full game, or
I don't know. I saw that it got leaked. I didn't.
I just heard it got leaked too.
oh,
So you have no data to back up your claims.
I think
Before they're already on Reddit.
what I'm gonna do here is because technically Bean is not here, and I think Mary is the only one that has the ability to teleport you guys. I don't want to really go too much further because, like, I think you guys said you were basically just gonna head to Austin,
Yeah.
but
I'm
I
gonna
don't
get my
really want to.
fancy wine.
Oh, the fancy wine. Okay, so I could do
we'll
that.
probably do that before we go to Austin.
I'll bring Jarvis and Walter with me.
Some fancy wine.
All right, so head out the next morning to the vineyard. I heard it through the grapevine. Actually, it wouldn't be heard it through the grapevine. It'd be heard it through the vine. There you go.
Okay.
A little
We
less
could
on the
take-
nose.
Ranger
Or
employee.
maybe we could take everyone if we do like a wine flight. That could be cute.
The wine tasting.
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone wants to go, we could do that.
I'll
I
see.
feel like that'd be something
I'll
Mary would
tell
take
everyone.
along.
Yeah. All right, let's go to a winery.
All right.
Alrighty. So you guys head up. What the fuck? To the northern portion of the city, just right outside on like the outskirts. You end up coming, which kind of feel like that would be more of it, like over here, but that also kind of looks like more planned housing. So we'll just say it's over here. You see, just beyond like where additional planned housing and expansion is, there's this not particularly large, but mid-sized vineyard. Could definitely be bigger, but you know they make do. And you see like the sign for "Heard It from the Vine," and there's a series of like like farmhands out that are like cultivating the bushes, so to speak, and just going about their normal paces. And there's like a very sort of like clear cut like dirt path that leads up to this large like one story sort of, not necessarily a manor, but nice enough like stone looking building. It has like very like Italian-esque architecture, if that makes sense.
I can see it.
Can you picture it? It's on the label
I'm
of every
picturing it.
wine bottle you've ever bought. As you guys sort of like walk up, there's like these very ornate like double doors are opened into this building, and you kind of come off of like the dirt path onto this like very nice sort of what would the term be? It wouldn't be like cobbled, but it would be like this just very nice like stone cut like floor and like sort of like foundation. And there's an older gentleman that looks very like butler-esque, kind of standing there, and hello, are you here on business?
I guess, yeah, I'm here to buy some wine.
I see. All right. Are you? What company are you with?
Hold on.
Oh,
I believe my friend is mistaken when he says we're on business. He's here to purchase some wine to impress a woman he's trying to woo.
yeah.
Ah, okay. So you're here for more of like a smaller purchase. You're not here for like a.
Oh no, I don't want like a case or something. I want just a bottle as a gift.
Ah, very well. Come with me then.
And you'll see.
he'll lead you sort of like through the foyer area, which is this is very nice. Like there's like this ornate like chandelier that seems to be made out of like deer antlers, but holding like candles and stuff up above you, and through over into like this sort of like room over to the left. It almost looks like a study, except on the upper shelves there's books. On the lower shelves are kind of like those crisscross like diamond shelves with bottles in them, and you see a set of stairs that sort of like descends down into a lower basement. Right. Well, we have our we have quite the selection.
All right, so I don't really know anything about wine and what makes some wine better than other wine. How about I describe her and you recommend a wine based on something that's like real fancy expensive stuff, but like based on that.
Okay, sure. Why not?
All right. So she is she's very elegant. She's very kind of high class, fancy, stylish. Very calm and composed. And she deals with she has a crazy job. Like she deals with a lot of people and a lot of real wild shit. But she always manages to have a kind of air of confidence around her, and she doesn't necessarily make a big deal out of it, but she's really powerful. Like she like physically, and only certain people can really tell that from the way that she acts. So something like, I don't know, she's composed, she got taste, but she's very, very potent. So what you got with that?
Well, if you're looking for more something that she might like, we have our Monier Dulce, which is a bit lighter, more fragrance. Women tend to prefer it more. It's kind of fad isn't the right word because I don't like to use that, but it's kind of our in stock like right now. Like this is like what we're getting the most orders for like our more high end restaurants in the area and the like. And it does seem from our surveys that women tend to like it more. That is not as expensive. It's about 15 gold for a bottle. However, if you're looking to try and, I guess, show her that you also have money besides that you're a handsome individual that seems quite capable,
Thank you.
we also have. Hold on. We have our Arnay Piquant, a little bit more cultivated, finer notes of. I'm so bad at this because I don't know wine.
Yeah, neither do I.
It has a very interesting sort of texture and aftertaste, and is said to be something equivalent to like a champagne, but without the carbonation. This goes for about 30 gold a bottle.
Wow. Can I
Is there anything,
can I try like a tiny bit of each of them?
Is there anything, say, a bit beyond that one?
Oh,
Beyond that.
like budget.
Like
200
that makes
gold.
this one look like the $15 one.
Our more select stock.
I could go select for this lady.
We have our
Yeah, we're
Cheneau
not the common
Noir.
folk. We're We're not serfs or peasants. We're adventurers. We make coins.
Serfs.
Surf peasants.
Or peasants.
Yes, we have our Chenet Noir. It was made the year of the reckoning. Very, very limited number of these. Said to be quite the mature and elegant top of the line drink here at our vineyard. That goes for a whopping 75 gold a bottle.
And what's so special about this wine? Is it because it was made during the Reckoning, the magical effects from the chaos that was caused, did it affect the wine in somehow?
From my understanding, and I have only had the pleasure of sampling it once, it is said to, if one imbibes a full glass, which I only, again, small sample, you do feel some sort of residual magical effect. The effects have been varied, never negative. They always seem to be some sort of positive. For example, one of the, and he kind of like, well, I can safely say this now. One of the Lanzas had come around and purchased a bottle for himself, and it seemed he had been having some difficulty in bed. And, well, apparently it solved his issues.
Hmm.
And this had been a reoccurring problem for him for a number of years. As well as we have heard, there was another individual who had not been able to regrow his hair despite everything that he had tried, and after drinking it, full head of hair the next day.
Uh-oh. But I wouldn't grow hair, would I?
I don't believe so. It seems that the effect has to do with what you're most desiring at the time that is within the capabilities of whatever is within the wine.
Wow.
I'm not a magically inclined individual. Interestingly enough, Master Silverspell of the college had purchased a bottle at one point for study, though he then came back and purchased a second bottle, so I'm not quite sure what the results of his findings were.
I imagine the second bottle was for personal use.
Perhaps.
It very well could have been, yes.
Once he found out what it can do, he used the second bottle on himself.
He made
Wow.
some strange comment about wild magic, but I don't know.
From what I've
Sounds
heard at the
like some wild
college,
magic.
That sounds in line, but generally wild magic can be a bit dangerous. Though since this seems to be limited to positive, that's interesting.
Yes.
Okay. I think we got to go with this one.
Does and I'll use my background feature. Does this seem like a reasonable amount for? Like, to be honest, 75 gold for wine that essentially is like, it makes you, like, increases your dick size by 8 times, or like regrows your hair after a lifelong baldness of Patrick Stewart. Like, this wine sounds like it should be worth like a copper platinum.
So from what you can gather, when it comes to wine, sometimes you don't always purchase it for the taste. Sometimes you're purchasing for the name, or you're purchasing just to purchase because it's like something that they've had
Showy.
for quite some time. Yeah. You think that maybe the reason why it's not as expensive is probably because it doesn't taste great, but it's got the effect, and they don't want to oversell it because it's like, then they feel like they'd be doing people dirty.
Ed, I'll just kind of,
Yeah.
I'll gesture so he leans over so I can whisper in his ear.
Yep.
It sounds like this wine doesn't taste
Hands on!
super
Oh
great.
my god, I thought he fell asleep. I wasn't sure.
God damn it.
Welcome back.
Snorted a little.
Dude was in it. He was.
He lives.
Anton, what?
Maybe because we're talking about fucking wine.
Honestly, that's fair. I'm not a wine guy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm
Anyway,
not a crazy wine guy either. I mean, like I like the concept of making alcohol, and I like alcohol, but I think some people get too into it.
There was a wines class that I would have taken, but it was in the fall of 2020, so there were no samples.
you let grapes go bad and suddenly they fucking are amazing. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's some voodoo magic that I could get behind if I enjoyed the taste.
All right, so you're telling me it don't taste good, but it has
It does
some. It's like
does
magic.
magic stuff. So it sounds like something
Wow.
that would be worth getting, but not
Could be worth
necessarily as a gift.
It may not be a gift kind of thing.
It'd be something that you could do as a gift, but you'd have to preface it with like, "This tastes like this tastes like crap, but it will do something amazing."
Okay.
Okay, question. What's your highest quality one here?
Highest quality, more for the taste. Honestly, the Arnay is pretty good. We do have another one at the same price as the Arnay that I think
Okay.
tastes better.
Red.
Yeah.
High quality red wine.
High quality red wine.
For the
Can I? Okay. Can I try? Like, can I pay for a little sample of both of the top shelf ones?
Of course. Well, actually, if you are genuine about your intention to purchase, you need not worry about paying for a sample.
Okay.
We have sample bottles that we keep for this. All right. So he'll like go over, sort of like begin looking at the shelves, counting back, and then he goes to like all the way at the bottom most shelf, like all the way to the far left, and then he slides out a bottle there, and then he like looks at the label and he just makes sure and he slides that back in, and then he comes over to essentially like a cabinet that they have in there, and it's got like a heavy padlock on it, and he like pulls out like a ring of keys, unlocks that, opens that, and then you see like a bottle very similarly designed, similar label, and that like it's been popped, but like because I know that they can, like, this is one of the things that I do remember, at least from my limited wine knowledge. Some wineries, they'll keep like sample bottles like that. There is a way that you can reseal it without the wine going bad, but it's not like the same I guess full bodied flavor as it is if you just straight popped it, but whatever. So he'll do that, and he'll pour like a little sampler in like one of those like little sample glasses, and then he'll bring it over to you and hand it to you, and he's like, "This is the Chenin Noir. This is the one with the magical effects."
Oh wow. Okay. I'll try it.
Magical effects. You're like magic.
Well, probably. I mean, I'm gonna guess that she's got some magic
I'll
going on.
actually take out the wand of detection, and use a charge on it, so see if I see any aura on the wine itself. Actually,
yeah. I don't know if general would be the right one for this. It's almost like all of the schools,
yeah,
but
that
like,
would make sense for wild magic.
Yeah, it's like all of the schools, just like in varying degrees, sort of like almost like swirling
constantly
around.
fluctuating.
Yeah,
That
like
is, oh my,
You telling me this is what chaos wine?
wine
Chaos wine.
of the chaos.
I sip it. It wouldn't be enough to actually have an effect because it's just a sample.
Yeah,
Actually,
it did say
what
it
did you
requires a
call
full
this?
glass.
was it what?
What did you call this, sir?
This is Chenin Noir.
You should really call it chaos wine, as I down it.
Chaos wine.
Oh, you did you just take Ed's sample and down
Hey!
it?
I thought we were all given
We only
a
got
sample.
one sample.
Yeah, he only gave it one sample.
No,
because Ed
I got this. I got this.
Okay.
All right.
How
I will
does it taste?
say, it's at first it's kind of harsh. It's almost like like kind of gross grape juice, right?
Hmm.
So like almost like someone tried to make their own wine and then it just nope. And not great, but like the aftertaste is almost kind of like what you would expect from if it were a halfway decent red wine.
Huh. Well, that sure
And
is wine.
yes, as I said, that's the problem. It's not. This was the vineyard had been started 2 years prior, and the grapes did not begin to fully be harvestable to like the kind of rate and size that was wanted to
Yeah,
begin
if I
making the wine.
recall from what little I know about wine, it does take a couple years for a vineyard to actually get under proper way.
But yes, this was technically like the first ever batch for here. The
But
owner,
it had the magic sauce.
yes, essentially from what I was told, um, the grapes had just sort of come into, God, what's the term? Harvest. Like it would be like the time to harvest them. It was time to harvest them, and then the
Maturity.
reckoning happened, and there was this strange sort of effect in which I believe he said there was like some sort of rainbow had come shooting out of one of these portals, and then this sort of dust fell down onto the fields. And later on that evening, the grapes had grown to twice the size, and he thought, well, now's a time, if any, and then started harvesting them and made wine. And well, that's when the magical effects were found. So
Huh.
he kept
Huh.
it. I've heard a rumor personally, and I don't know the validity of it, but apparently the only reason that the vineyard was successful with all of its future beverages was because of the initial. I don't know if it's
Mm.
because he made enough money to hire people that actually knew what they were doing, or if it was the magic of the wine. But I guess that's kind of what the people like, the mystery of it, and that's kind of added to our success.
Can I look at the sample from the non-magic wine and see if there's like a ever so faint magic aura?
There is.
There
There
is.
is, yeah. And he would pull out the next expensive one. This is the Arne Piquant, and he would give you a little bit of that. And this one I would say like a nice sangria almost.
Oh, that
There's
was
a
tasty.
there's a very very faint aura of magic around the other wines.
So they're all kind of magic.
Yeah, it's almost like the entire vineyard's, lack of a better word, been blessed by the reckoning.
Wow.
Oh, you could say enchanted.
Yeah, you could say that, but it's been enhanced somehow through the residual magic.
I don't know.
But there's still something real special about this one too. I mean,
It's
I
concentrated.
want to try the other one that's supposed to taste good and is expensive.
Of course. This is our. Hold on. Let me see. This one, unfortunately, is not a red, but it's called. Hold on, let me, because I have to like try and
Wine
French or
name
whatever.
generator.
No. Pave Blanco.
If
Pave
I'll try
Blanco.
it. Yes.
It's a good white wine.
Do you think there's a right answer?
I say
You know what?
we get both, and you give her that one, the one that actually tastes good.
The one that
And-
tastes good, yeah.
And if things go well and there's like another date or whatever, you can introduce the other wine as like, yeah, this tastes like crap, but it'll do some stuff.
Wow, that's brilliant. What red or white?
Guess-
Based on what I described, do you think she would like a red wine or a white wine?
She sounds like she would be a red wine sort of lady.
Red wine.
Yes. So, for a bottle of the Pave Blanco and the Arnay Piquant, it would be about 25 gold a piece, so 50 total.
I'll buy the what's the Arnay Piquant is the red wine.
As for the magical one, the Chenin Noir, 75.
I'll take
This
the.
man being honest about his pricing.
Yeah, Walter already checked.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will take.
the magic wine is only cheap because it's garbage.
I'll take the Arnay Piquant and the Chardonnay Noir.
All right, that will be 100 gold total.
Done.
In perfect French, Walter would say the names correctly.
Okay, that's it.
Arnay Piquant. And I'm probably saying that one wrong. Chenin Noir. I'm assuming that's how you say that because I'm not fucking French.
Imagine being French at all.
Chenin Noir.
Chenin Noir. Yeah, so not Chenin, so Chenin. Yeah, Chenin Noir.
All right. I think I feel good about this.
All right. Should be good now.
All right. Thank you for helping me with this weird inquiry.
No problem, man. I already know the next thing I'm gonna be helping you with is.
You are welcome back anytime. And if you happen to know any places in need of wine, we supply to a good number of restaurants and hotels in the San Francisco area and other parts of California. However, we haven't really made our way back out east.
I've heard of this
So if you-
one tavern called Troll Skull Manor. Do you supply there?
Where is it located?
In Waterdeep.
That's quite impossible at this time. Interplanar wine shipments, no can do.
I have a question for you before we probably end for the night. Ed,
Yep.
would you rather be able to punch things far away or shoot them with a large cannon?
Punch.
Punch, alright.
Was that even a question you had to ask?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Hey.
asked just in case.
Come on now.
Would you like to have access to small explosive devices that you can throw at people's faces?
It's not my style.
There's that? Okay. Thank you.
I think he'd rather his fists explode.
Yep. Now we're talking.
Alright, I will begin working on at least a lesser version of the item from Big B's new book for you.
Tremendous. All right.
Once I'm done with Censor's hat.
And that's that. Thank you for indulging my dumb,
No, that's fine, man.
Oh, we
Big.
found some really cool
It's all
fucking
good.
wine.
very cool wine.
Now, what do you think would happen if we got a wild magic sorcerer drunk on it?
The
Terrible
Unreckoning.
things. Very terrible things.
The Reckoning 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. It's time.
Reckoning 2.
Also, has anyone actually looked at the new Boulder, Big B's giant stuff?
Yeah, Bean bought it and was having a couple of us look through it. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. The
Yeah,
dragon
it's what's
punchers.
called, Worm Reaver gauntlets.
Yeah,
Those
man.
are very rare. I would probably look just to make ones that, as a bonus action, probably for a minute, allows you to throw unarmed strikes as a ranged attack up to 30 feet.
Yeah, that's something you probably could discuss with Dylan on the finer details to make it actually feasible to craft. That won't take like multiple years.
Yeah, the whole like years and like 50,000 gold and
I essentially just want to make something that can be you can use that allows you to punch things from a distance.
I mean, the Eldritch Claw tattoo is also a cool thing.
Eldritch Claw is something that gives him just an enhanced reach.
Yeah,
yeah.
he can punch
I want
further
him
away.
to be able to. I want him to be able to knock stuff out of the sky.
Bold of you
You
to
don't
assume that
have
you'll be
to-
fighting dragons.
I could do. Yeah, I mean,
You don't have to go for like the
you
ultimate.
don't have to like make any. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to like make the ideal build for my character when I could just
Okay.
do fun.
Then actually,
whatever's.
enough. If that's the case, I could, with you leading it and me assisting, we could just start tattooing Eldritch Claw tattoos on you.
Yeah, I would honestly. That sounds more fun than making a whole new random magical item.
I mean, tattoo very much in line with
Yeah,
ink.
exactly. It's like a. It was meant to be.
But yeah, so after your little wine excursion, I'll say that you guys gather up together, and I imagine Mary would probably end up taking you guys to Austin, but that's where I'll just call it since Bean is not here, and I didn't want to go any more further. So yeah, hope you enjoy it.
I enjoy.
Ended a little bit early, but it's okay. It's all good.
It's okay.
You can get
Also technically
5
started a
glasses of
little
wine
late,
out of
but
one bottle.
Yes.
So we
Again.
got 5 uses of that fucking magic wine.
5
Mhm.
random wild magic effects that are normally positive.
And I'm gonna
usually
give it
what
to another
something you
NPC.
desire.
Yeah. It's definitely not Monkey's Pod. Now what?
No, Dylan wouldn't do that.
I'd never
You
do
know,
that. I'm
More
not that cruel.
gumballs.
The gumballs weren't
Yeah.
monkey's paws. Those are just fun little things.
Those are fun little things.
Yeah.